This is a history podcast.
True. Serious.
Let's talk presidents. In fact, let's talk all of them in order.
Yep.
That was it?
Hold on.
No.
Just wait. Let's talk Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt. No, hold on. Give me a second. Hoover. Yeah, it's Roosevelt. Truman.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Second.
Yep.
Truman, Eisenhower, JFK, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump.
Did you say Obama now?
Obama. Wow.
Obama now.
It took me all night.
Damn, dude.
You studied for that all night?
No, it took a half hour, but it was pretty
That's
intense.
pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I had to keep practicing. I was doing it before bed.
Do the
I was praying.
Do the vice presidents.
Adams.
Are you seriously going to try?
I could go. I think I could go.
Here's a good
decent.
piece of trivia, and don't look it up.
Nope.
Okay.
Here's a quiz question: Who is Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson's vice president after Kennedy was shot? Who became the vice president? Your mother's cunt.
Oh, man.
It wasn't her.
It was not.
It wasn't your mother. It was her cunt.
Her cunt was a. Wait a second. This is a history podcast.
Yeah.
What if that was true?
You're telling me Jones cunt.
Yeah, because he only needed her for 1 year. And then
She's
when he
gonna be
ran
so
for
excited. She's
then
gonna
when
be
he
so
ran
excited to watch this.
then when he ran, he got somebody else, but he called out, Joan, I need your cunt to be my vice. He called her from Dallas. You know that famous picture of him on the plane?
That was
He called her right before that. I need your vagina to be my vice president.
all right. So let's start from the top. Mom, I'm so sorry that he said that.
I'm not. I never met your mom.
You held back. You held
Very
back.
sweet. Very sweet. Very
Your
sweet.
mom. All right. Let's start with Washington, dude.
Yeah.
What do you guys know about him? What do you say?
I mean, Washington is
Never
like
lied.
a transitionary guy because he was so British. He was a British general. He wasn't like he wasn't born in the he didn't create America. It wasn't even his idea.
Yeah.
He was just a tool of. He was the first general president.
No, he was born in the U.S.
No, I know, but he wasn't like he was a Brit. He was a
Yeah, he
was a
fought in the
Brit.
French and Indian War as a British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lord,
He
wasn't
actually kind of sucked in that.
In that war.
In fact, also kind of
Everybody sucked in the wars. Though.
everything he did was
It
retreating.
was luck to win anything. Then
Yeah. He was good at retreating. That was like his number one
it's an
thing.
important thing to be
which
good
is
at.
very good in war. They don't
Otherwise,
teach
you
that.
lose once. He would fight again because he retreated so well.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight, though. Show up and be like, nah. And
Yeah.
just run away and like, nice.
1789. That's when he started. All
Well,
right.
most of the guys, it was so hard. Like a lot of the army didn't want to be there and didn't have to be there. It's crazy. Like 1776, the year that Washington did all that insane shit. It's crazy that people kept expecting the army to flee,
Yeah.
but they hung in there with little. It's not like they were like, we're making America that's coming later.
Yeah.
They had no fucking idea. So he's as good as they were, basically. And it's not, like you picture him on this horse, like talking, but no, most of them didn't even look at the guy. They didn't see him. Like in the movies when they show a guy making a speech to a whole army, and
Yeah,
there's 3 guys can hear him.
it's impossible.
And the rest are like, what's even happening? And they're all shitting on
it's
the
like
ground.
Braveheart
They're
when
all
he's giving the
dying of-
speech. The only
Yeah.
people that can hear him are like, "Shut up!"
Yes,
Those
yeah.
2 dudes are like,
Yeah,
"The
yeah.
English are too many."
The English are too many.
Home.
Yes, we will live.
Yeah. We will live.
That's a good
All right.
point. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
No one heard those.
No one
speeches.
hears
No one
English.
heard any of their speeches, so it was really these guys all got together. I don't know. They got
stood
together.
there.
They decided to just keep doing it.
Oh,
I don't want to spend too much time on Washington.
Yeah, Washington. I was
played
never that.
out.
I never really. I mean, the great thing he did was leaving when it was time to go.
Yeah.
It was like the thing because a lot of them wanted him to be king.
Yeah.
A lot of them wanted him to be permanent. He's the one who said the thing where they wanted him to be Adams.
Yeah,
wanted
Adams.
him to be Your Majesty or Your Excellency,
Yeah. They went by His Excellency.
and he said, "Mr. President."
No.
What?
Jefferson was the first Mr. President.
Yeah, but Washington
Washington
wanted Mr. President.
Washington went with His Excellency because Adams had this long one. His Majesty, all this shit.
what?
Washington kept His Excellency.
According to the HBO series about John Adams,
Yeah, but I looked into it.
Washington said, "I want Mr. President."
Maybe he did, but he went by His Excellency. Therefore, the reason he did it was because he didn't want to shake people's hands. And back then, that kind of...
Because he was like Howie Mandel.
Yeah, he was like, he'd rather just
He was
have
a
people
germaphobe?
bow. I don't think he was a germaphobe as much as he just was like, this does command some respect. Because this is the first time in his life he started to get criticism.
Really?
Because when he was a general, everybody globally
Mm.
outside of England was like, this guy's the fucking
By the way,
man.
president, like to talk about that word for a second,
Yeah.
what a president is, like just an overall president thought here. What I love about presidents is that it's a human being, it's a person.
Yep.
And to me, like it's like like some college professors teach the Bible as literature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't teach the Bible as a religious subject. They teach it as like what it's done for history and what the stories are about, and that kind of thing. I look at U.S. presidents that way. I don't have a political view about any of them. I just
Yeah.
think they're fucking fascinating. And president, the word by itself, like your president is nothing. It's not. You're not a leader. You're not a ruler. You don't rule. You preside. I mean, that's literally what it means. Is that there's a whole group of people that are running the government by the people's will, and you preside. You just happen to be there. It's like in the Senate, whenever they show people in the Senate speaking, they always say Mr. President over and over again, and they're speaking to whoever is presiding. It's never the vice president is literally the president of the Senate, but it's whoever takes the chair that day. Who's presiding? It's an incidental title given to an equal who is chosen for that minute to preside. That's what I like about it. That's what I like about how they framed it.
Yeah. When did they set term limits? I didn't even look into that because he just left.
Right. He was the first one to go. I could stay, but let's get
like,
this
"I'm done."
going. Let's get this started.
Yeah.
There's some famous moment where he was speaking to the Congress and they were trying to get him to king himself. And he was apparently really vain about that he wore glasses, so no one ever saw him with glasses on. And so the moment that's supposed to be this shocking moment was that he took out his glasses and put them on, and he said, like, "I fear I didn't see you for what you are." That was supposed to be this big moment. But I like to think
It'd be
that
funny
if
if he
he
was
did,
dumb.
like he was really hoping if he missed, he's like, "I fear I didn't see," and they're all like, "Yeah, you wear glasses. We all," you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like he keyed the whole thing on this moment. See what I'm saying? And they're all like, "George."
Yeah, it's also a good moment for him to be like, yeah, you're right. You should not
How
be
do you
king.
turn down
You're
king
trying to do
status,
funny
though?
jokes.
What?
How do you turn down? Like,
That's what
you
makes
should
him
be
the
king, and you're like,
That's what makes
no.
him the man, dude.
That's wild, dude.
That's what makes him.
Well, also
like,
he wasn't. Again, none of these people knew the future. He didn't know that he was giving away the keys to later nuclear war America.
True. Yeah.
He thought we were a dumb fucking like what?
yeah, and these were all
Yeah.
separate colonies.
Like
True,
if
yeah.
if Louisiana became a separate nation, the first president of Louisiana might be like, "You guys, I'll do one term.
Yeah, I'm
It was
done.
good. I don't need to like hang in there."
all right,
So-
Adams.
Okay, Adams is like my favorite of those guys. Of
I
the
like
founding
Adams
fathers.
I like
dudes.
Adams from the show. I loved him in that. He was a great Paul Giamatti.
Well, I read his biography. I listened to it. I don't read
as
anything.
a president.
Counts.
Oh, he was not a great president.
Not at all.
It shows everybody's got these different kind of strengths. He was a great framer. He was one of the guys. Yeah. He did many very important and gutsy things. And he was also the only one of those guys who was not rich. He was a poor farmer. He was his education changed his life. He's like one of the first Americans who had that experience, where he was, had a decent farm, but not much, but he made his brain work and he excelled and passed that on to his son, who we'll talk about.
He fucking ruled in the revolution.
Yeah.
Adams was the man.
Adams was the man. And because these other guys, fucking Benjamin Franklin was just a giant perverted asshole.
I loved him.
Oh, he was great. And all these guys are great. I'm not judging any of them, but he was of limited use because he was intrigued by America, but he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He never would have shed any blood or sweat or tears for the country. He just was interested and he had a huge brain. So he'd lend it when he felt like. Mm-hmm. He was also full of shit, like he was supposedly invented electricity, but some other guy, he saw a guy in his own autobiography.
What?
Hold on a second.
He never
I just watched
faked
Ken
anything.
Burns on him. I'm pumped on him right now.
Okay, so he saw a guy do the kite.
What?
And he was like, that's cool. And he paid the guy for like the license to the gag. And then he got one of his sons to do it, to go around doing it for money. It was just a thing that he picked up other people's ideas, which is its own, thing.
He also, all of his inventions, he would never patent, which is pretty sick. He was like, all my inventions are for everybody.
Yeah, he was for, what do you call it? Open source.
Open source,
But he did get a little jealous because all of a sudden, because he was the man.
Yeah.
He was the American that everybody loved. And then Washington became the man.
The general.
Like the French were like, General Washington's the guy. So he got he was a fame hungry.
Did you ever read his autobiography?
No.
It's amazing because he has no judgment of himself. So he's the only, a lot of people that write autobiographies, it's kind of careful. But like he tells this story about he was living in London and there was a guy who worked for him, kind of like a half tradesman kind of guy who he befriended. And the guy had a woman he wanted to marry, a maiden, but he didn't have a position and he didn't have his own home yet. So, and his mother didn't want, I don't remember all the logistics, but it was that that he asked Benjamin if he could move his wife into his house so that they could marry. And he said, sure. And he said, and she moved into my home. And then I took it of my pleasure to, to partake of her sexually. And she, spurned my advances, so I threw her out, and that was the end of their marriage. And I never saw him again. He was real upset, and I never saw him again. But I know both their lives were destroyed. And then in May, I met this other guy. Like he just talks. He did awful things to people, and didn't give a shit.
Yeah, there's some pretty sick quotes about slavery too. That he was like, I am racist. Like he was one of the first, if not the only founding father to like constantly be like, I am bigoted.
Right.
None of them, everyone else was like, this is the law.
Everybody was like, Ben.
Yeah, shut the fuck.
This is it's economics.
You're trying to fuck this
it's not
up.
about race.
Like,
he's like, oh, it's totally about race.
Yeah, they were writing the Constitution like, look, our hands are tied. We can't do anything.
They had to break it out.
So he was, when he showed focus, he was of use to like the revolution. And the same with Jefferson. Jefferson was like a depressive fucking freak. And so he would just like leave Washington. Yeah. He would just go like, my wife is dead, whatever bullshit. And he would get on his horse and just leave, because also he was a man of great wealth, and he had his life in Monticello and in Virginia was, we'll get to him, but the point is that Adams was just a doggedly hard-working. He was the only one who worked constantly.
Yeah.
And it was really the three of them in Madison, but he was the guy who did the hardest work to get this shit started.
Damn.
Yeah.
He also apologized for cursing.
Adams?
In one of his things, he's like, I lament to admit that I sometimes cursed, which I feel shameful about.
Also, when Adams did his did the Constitution of Massachusetts, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts is like the most liberal document in the world, because Adams was like, he's like, I'm going to get it right. Everything that I couldn't get done in the American Constitution, I'm doing in this. And there's stuff in there about Jews having rights. There's even something about gay people in there. Like he was into like gay rights, Jews.
Pretty gay back then.
It's pretty gay, pretty Jewish.
It's gay to be a gay Jew.
It's gay to be into Jews.
Dude,
to be into Jewish rights in the 1700s was gay.
Those parliaments
undeniably gay.
Undeniably
crazy
gay.
Back then. Like, I don't know, what about Jews? People are like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
It's like,
what are you
come
talking
on,
about,
guys.
Jews?
Back then, have a room full of dude in powder wigs being like, boo!
Yeah.
Like,
And the Jews looked exactly they looked the same as they do now. The big black coats,
exact same outfits.
same outfits, same bed.
Hold on, I got it. What Adams did while he was in office, he was worried that his logic was another country could just come take this at any moment. So he came up with the Alien and Sedition Act, which meant if you talk shit on the government, we can jail you. So he started arresting journalists. He started he was the first liberal who got befuddled by guys that back then it was another Democrat. It was Jefferson. Yeah,
going like whatever it takes to win.
Yeah,
it's always been like the different parts of American democracy, the different kinds of people, the people who are like, we got to get this right, we got to sell our good ideas and convince people we're right, but then the other guys who are like, we just got to take office, we just need to win, and nerds lose that fight. Adams was the first one-term nerd president. There's a few of them.
Yes, you're exactly right.
Bush the first is another one.
He's a one-term guy. He was from 97 to 01.
Yep.
Let's move to Jefferson.
He's number 3.
That's 01 to 09. He was a 2-term guy. Adams was a Federalist. Washington was obviously independent. Jefferson was a Democratic Republican. He was the first Mr. President. Right when he got in, the French and the British started going to war. So everybody in America was like, fuck England. Also, France just helped us.
Yeah.
Fuck England. Let's join it. And he was.
Although he loved the French. He loved the revolution in French.
Yeah, he did.
The Adams didn't, because it was bloody and horrible.
And he didn't like the French.
He didn't, and Jefferson loved the revolution, and he had all his friends over there. He spent a lot of his life there.
Yeah, but Americans started being like, fuck England. Let's join France in the war. He was the only one with the foresight to be like, we have 40 guys in our military and 3 boats.
Yeah.
Let's shut the fuck up.
Not.
So he declared neutrality, and everybody called him a pussy. Then England started blocking his like fucking ships. I think he might have been the one who said, we're just not going to trade with either of them. So then the American economy just plummeted. England started just saying, if you're not trading with us, we're just going to confiscate your ships, kidnap all the sailors, make them join the British Navy.
What?
So he was getting punked by England.
You're talking about Jefferson.
Well,
it's interesting because Adams, what ended his presidency was a fake rumor that Jefferson started, that Adams was trying to start a war with and start a navy and do all this stuff, and it was all fake. But then it ended up kind of haunting Jefferson because the truth about all that ended up fucking him a lot.
Huh.
One thing interesting about Jefferson is because he's so famous for having had a slave and having had like 50,000 slaves, or whatever, not that many, and having had children with his slave, and I don't think he ever even gave her freedom. He didn't free the kids.
He didn't free a couple. I think he freed a couple.
Freed 2.
Yeah,
and the rest he kept enslaved until he died. And what was interesting about them?
Damn, he did the ultimate because I said so.
His son, like that. Can I stop being a slave? He's like, no. I said no. They were like white.
Really?
His slave children, the woman that he
Sally.
had kids with, Sally, was like half white. Or like was very light skinned.
Yeah, I think her mother, because her mother was in his family for a long time.
And his dad was fucking like,
yes.
I mean, it was like,
what?
She was kind of a product of his father.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. But it's
but
an interesting thing about him in terms of slavery and American politics is that his first elected position was in the Virginia legislature. He was like a House of Reps guy in Virginia, and the very first thing he ever did as a politician was to propose a bill in the Virginia government to abolish slavery in the state of Virginia. It's the first thing he did.
Whoa.
Of course, it got shot down, but it was his his desire and his dream.
Yeah, because he was big on that with the French Revolution.
Yes,
With
and
Lafayette and
yes, and all of these guys, all of these early guys wanted slavery out, but there was no way the South was going to do it.
Yeah,
and they wanted the Southern because so the choice was to have like just 2 countries or 4 countries over here.
Mm-hmm.
Or have a unified country and just deal with it.
Yeah.
We're going to have slavery, but create a framework where in the future, when it becomes possible, when things change, when things get more modern, we can get rid of it in the future.
And I could be wrong, but I think the North had abolished slavery early, like 1806, which is while Jefferson's in office. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
It was around the exact same time as England. In fact, maybe before.
Really?
The North. We were right. Us Northerners, we got it right.
A fun Jefferson story that I like is that when he was in Paris, he had this woman, a girlfriend named something Causeway or something. His wife died when he was pretty young, and she made him promise on her deathbed that he would never have another woman, which is a horrible thing to do.
Yeah, fuck,
to
man.
a young man that you're fucking.
Yeah, it's like
not even somebody to take care of the kids they had.
It's like, no, I promise.
Yeah, I know, but he's
oh, for sure.
So it was part of the reason that all of it, including Sally Hemings, that his loves were all secret because he was ashamed of every woman that he loved after that.
That's hot.
And so there was a woman in Paris. She was a British painter, and her husband. She was a woman. She was married, but she was a painter, and she fell in love with Thomas Jefferson, and they were very much in love with each other. But then the way they broke up was very funny to me because he wrote her these beautiful letters. She was in love with him. He was in love with her. But then the French, when he was leaving France, they wanted a great portrait of him to put in the National Gallery. And they said to him, you can choose any painter in the world. And he was like, no, I want, a real guy. And his girlfriend was like, why not me? And he's like, baby, come on. I mean,
you're good.
You're good, but you're not like fucking grown man good. You're not like fucking, I'm not for history.
True. These guys were that's the weirdest thing, how history they were like knowing they were going to get sucked into history, which is crazy to think about.
So here's a good one because we got to speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes over. So Napoleon's in there in France.
Yeah.
Post-revolution. This is the Louisiana Purchase. They sent James Monroe over. That was his bro. He goes to France. They thought they were negotiating the sale of just the port of New Orleans. This is all thanks in part to the fucking Haitian Revolution, which fucked France. Look into the Haitian Revolution. Yeah. It rules. He gets over there. Monroe finds out, they're trying to sell all of the Louisiana. Like, it's from New Orleans to the Rockies to Canada. It's huge. From the Appalachians to the Rockies, basically. And they didn't have time to consult Congress. So Thomas Jefferson just bought it on the spot, which he was like, I abused the fuck out of my power. And that was his whole thing, is government should have no power. Yeah. He was against any federal.
Well, that's what Jefferson's whole life was, like, doing fucked up things and then saying nobody should be able to, like, say slavery. He's like, people that need to stop having slaves. He's fucking a slave, and it's like, somebody's got to put a stop to this.
We got to stop this.
Somebody's got to stop this. Somebody's got to stop fucking these slaves.
Yeah.
Well, Louisiana
I wish it could be me,
got 6 kids.
But I need to fuck this one right now.
Those arguments must have been crazy. Dude.
All right.
But yeah, that was big because that secured the southern port. Then
and Monroe was Secretary of State.
Monroe, yeah.
And then wasn't he the
Madison? Madison's next.
Because usually the Secretary of State would end up being president,
vice president at this point. Although was Jefferson Adams?
Jefferson was Adams' vice president.
Yeah. So that's 2 straight vice presidents. Then we got James Madison. He was a dork.
Yes.
He was a huge dork.
He was a nerd.
He was a frail, nervous. Think Gerbies.
What?
He was Gerbies.
Really?
But this is sick. So basically, he had the first. They said his lady was the first lady, Dolly Madison. That was like really like they would have parties at the White House. They would like try to get.
And also, he was Jefferson's mentor. He was another guy like Adams who was there all the time.
Yeah.
He was like a worker. He kept shit going, and he would write Jefferson and say in France and go, "Can you fucking come home and be president?" And Jefferson would write back and go, "I am just enjoying Paris, and I don't want to do it."
That's
and then he would float in and just take the fucking big job. And Madison gets 4 years, and people are like, "Dude, you're boring."
No,
America has never liked nerds.
Madison gets 2.
Don't touch me. Don't ever put your fucking hands on me.
I can't touch your
Don't ever
shoes
put
out
your
of respect.
Fucking hands on me.
I'm gonna grip you up.
God damn it.
Hold on. So Jefferson was shut the fuck up, guys. Shut up, guys.
Sean, get out.
Sean, don't look at me. So Madison takes some of the flack because everybody was calling Jefferson a pussy for not fighting England. So he's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
What?
So America just declares war on England.
He nerd raged.
He nerd raged on England. England immediately marches down and burns Washington, D.C.
Burns it down.
They burnt the White House immediately.
He spaz cried.
But he spaz cries. He's like, nobody's going to call me gay. But then everybody always acts like we lost 1812 just because they burned that shitty White House.
Yeah.
So
first off, Washington, D.C. was a swamp. It was literally a swamp. It was a shithole. No one lived there. War of 1812, we fucked England up. Fort McHenry, Star Spangled Banner, all that shit. Battle of New Orleans, we smashed them.
Battle of New Orleans was what's his name?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And Jackson, they were fighting the Battle of New Orleans. The war had been already over for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the war was already settled.
Oh, yeah, they fought
the treaty was
1815.
signed.
It was in January of
And
1815.
he was still fighting.
Yeah.
Once you get to Jackson, he's fucking
He's
incredible.
wild.
Incredible.
Right. So
first Trump. He was the first Trump.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, America, that's our first war as a country.
Yeah.
So now America is not
before
just
that,
colonies.
because England was just taking pot shots. England would just park a ship outside of like a Baltimore or whatever,
They're
and
so
just start
good.
heaving fucking fireballs for no reason. Like
dickheads,
you know
dude.
where do you know Hudson, New York? It's a town on the Hudson. It has a weird maritime feeling to it. It looks like Nantucket. And that's because it's all people from Nantucket. It used to be this little whaling village in Nantucket. And in the 1810s, the British would just park a ship and just set houses on fire for fucking fun.
What?
So all the people that lived in that town founded Hudson. And they would go out and whale in the ocean. And then they'd drag a whale up the Hudson River.
Holy shit.
And they would slaughter it and then send it down the river. It was a great way to send whale meat and oil down to here, New York City.
Yeah.
And that established a hub in New York, an upper New York State. Hudson became a very big, important. And that's where you ever heard of a guy named Legs Diamond? Because Diamond Street was like the first whore street.
It sounded like
Hudson became a place for farmers to bring their herds and get laid and get, just fuck and gamble and have their animals slaughtered and brought down here on boats, and then they go home.
Got paid. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what was going on. That's how much things like just the one English ship lobbing fireballs changes a ton of things.
Yeah, some
and they
farmer
finally
just
needed
takes
it to stop.
Resulted in some guy getting ahead. Like, I'm never going to be able to face me wife.
Me wife.
So
now you got.
Now we're kind of unified. That was the first time.
Madison.
The War of 1812. It was a draw. I mean, they signed a treaty after 2 years.
Nothing changed, though.
Nothing changed.
The English stopped harassing us.
Yeah,
though.
but we declared war. They came over.
Yeah.
We kind of fucked them up, though. I looked at the casualty numbers. It was like double.
That doesn't matter in the historical
Of course. But everybody always acts like, because they got over here and they all died of disease kind of immediately. Like, they got fucked up.
It was hard to.
And they were like, we can't afford to fight this while we're fighting the French. Truce. That brings us to Monroe. Monroe was kind of the man. Monroe was the last founding father to be a president, fought in the Revolutionary War, was at Valley Forge. He came up with the Monroe Doctrine, which is neutrality. We got the Americas. Nobody fuck with us. Because they were all worried Europe was going to Spain or Europe was going to come back and take South
that was
America.
all the source of all our problems was these other fucking European countries being involved in their wars. So he was the first guy to go,
yeah, we're never going to go get
want.
involved in their wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they were saying was that's like the most lasting policies of any of the founding fathers was like American neutrality. Europe, you can have your wars. We're staying the fuck out. Obviously, it lasted 100 years. Added Florida. Monroe got Florida from the Spanish.
Nice.
So the reason that happened, though, was because of Jackson. Because Jackson was taking his troops to Florida, and Monroe was sending a guy on a horse or what. I don't know if they had telegrams yet, but it'd take them 8 days to say, leave Florida alone. We're trying to negotiate price. But finally, Monroe decided we don't want Florida anymore. They're asking the Spanish owned it. We can't afford to buy it. I can't justify it. I'm not going to get it through Congress. And Jackson was writing back and saying, I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it militarily. I'm going to attack them. And Monroe said, no, you may not. I'm the president. You may not do that. And Jackson just ignored him.
Started attacking
and he
him.
did it.
What?
He took Florida, and then he showed up in D.C. and was like, right? That was good, right? And Monroe's like, yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's like, but also I bought it.
Good job. Yeah, also I think
He
we
paid for it.
We paid for it, and it was a mess.
While Jackson was like fucking with them, the Spanish were like to Monroe, they were like, yeah, you can buy it.
He just went and killed him.
He was down fighting them, and he was like,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna sell it.
There's two generals that did that. Him and MacArthur did that too. Just did shit without permission.
Yeah.
And then showed up and said, right, Mr. President, wasn't that the plan
That was
all
pretty
along? And he
good.
goes, like, yes, it was the plan all along. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
So you got that, but this is interesting because Monroe was the first part that this is where the slavery issue starts to take real issue because it was the Missouri Compromise. So Missouri was becoming a state; it was another slave state, pro-slavery.
Yeah, so every time they added a slave state, they'd have to add
They
a
had
free
to add
slave.
a free one to
really?
make sure it was balanced.
Yeah.
So that's when we added Maine. Missouri got to be a slave state. That's it for him. John Quincy Adams.
Yeah, so John Quincy Adams was Secretary of State. John Quincy Adams had a big role in Florida.
Yeah.
And he had a big role in that compromise. That was a big part. He was a statesman. John Quincy Adams, fucking fascinating guy. I read his biography. The thing about him and his father is that they wrote copious, really long diary entries, so we know a lot about those guys. But he traveled with his father to England. He was like the last link to the Great Revolution. Yeah, because he was with his father wherever he went, and he took him to France. He ended up being a diplomat. He was the first American ambassador to Russia. He lived in St. Petersburg, Russia. And him and his...
Oh, wait, was he the one who helped them kind of revolutionise?
I don't...
Or was that before?
Remember that.
Okay.
I mean, but he was in Russia way back then. He'd take like a sleigh to countries that aren't there anymore, like Prussia. And he traveled all over. He traveled more than any like human being back then. Yeah. And he went across the ocean several times. So like something like 12 times back and forth.
Now
amazing guy. Incredible guy.
His opponent was Jackson in this election.
Yeah.
Jackson dominated. He won the popular vote by a greater margin than Reagan beat Carter. It was a landslide victory for him, but Jackson in the Battle of New Orleans came out and said all the guys from Kentucky were being fucking cowards. What? So then when it comes to the Electoral College, the guy counting the votes happened to be like a senator or something from Kentucky.
What?
And I was like, fuck this guy. And he just swung like 10 states. Because back then the Electoral College made perfect sense. Nobody in any state had ever heard of one of these guys. Mm-hmm. There was no news. There was no fucking anything.
Now you needed somebody. Yeah, you needed super delegates.
You needed to just get things. Your local guy. Yeah. And be like, you go figure it out.
Yes. Yeah.
But that was enough for this guy to swing all these dudes in the meetings to be like, dude, Jackson's a fucking dickhead. We need John Quincy Adams. So he swung. I mean, it was
John Quincy Adams was another nerd, one-term nerd.
Yes.
Who just couldn't get, I mean, as a president, he couldn't get, and he got almost nothing done. Partly because Jackson and his people just thwarted every single thing he tried.
The whole country loved Jackson.
Everybody fucking loved that dude.
He was Trump.
So much.
He was Trump.
Imagine if Trump like dueled as much as
Jesus Christ.
Jackson died with
dudes.
something like 12 bullets in his body.
Yeah.
What?
That never left his body. He dueled all the time.
Yeah, let's just go straight to Jackson. Jackson, he's the next president.
He can't not be mentioned, John Quincy.
JQA.
Yeah, fuck John Quincy.
John Quincy Adams, well, after his presidency, he was in Congress forever from Massachusetts. Yeah. He died at his seat in Congress.
Wow.
He died at his desk. He was because his thing, he was a huge abolitionist. He was like the only guy in the Congress willing to be an out and out. The slave states had so much power that they passed a gag law that said you can't say the word slavery in Congress. It used to be, there was a thing in Congress back then called petitioning. anyone could send a petition to their congressperson, and they had to say it. They had to mention it. So, like, you could send a thing to Congress saying, "I want I want retards to be allowed to drive." Whatever you would do. I want retarded people to have driver's license.
Yes.
And he would say, he'd have to go, okay, the petition from Shane Gillis, he wants retards to drive.
The Honorable.
And everyone would go, I move to table it. And then they just table it. But they passed a law saying you couldn't even mention a petition that said the word slavery. Because that's how electrified it was. Like, we don't want anybody. We know you're trying to get rid of slavery. We don't even want you to say. And they passed it. So Quincy Adams would do it, and he would just break the law, and he would just say it over and over again. He would read petitions about slavery, and he would get sent. Then they would all vote, the whole Congress, to censure him for going against the rules, and he got censured over and over again. And he represented the Amistad slaves and got them set free. Yeah, did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he was the slave ship that was taken over by slaves and was grounded in Massachusetts, I think.
So he was saying the S word. He got in trouble.
Yeah.
He got not only in trouble, those slaves asked him to represent that. He was their lawyer.
What?
Because they were Virginia slave masters who were they were Haitian slaves that they were waiting for, that they had paid for. But he found a way it wasn't like a slavery is wrong trial. It was, you guys don't have a receipt trial. It was like, you ain't got the paperwork, go fuck yourselves. So they were free. But he died. He was in the middle of a big impassioned argument. He was yelling and he had a heart attack and he died right there with the whole Congress around him
watching
because people loved that guy.
Yeah.
He was a great guy. He was the first president or former president to ride on a steamship, and he used to ride on the steamships with a blanket over him, and folks would surround him. All the passengers would surround him, and he would just tell stories. He was a great guy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man, I didn't know any of that.
There's just a part of me that liked Jackson.
Jackson's great, but I mean,
dickhead.
and again, to me, I look at all these guys, I evaluate them as characters. They're all great, amazing characters. They all did awful things,
of course.
Yeah,
but. I mean, Obama fucking bombed, fucking weddings.
Obama.
But yes, Jackson was a crazy but shrewd. A great thing about Jackson was that his inaugural party in the White House.
Yeah,
this is wild.
They
stormed the Capitol.
He invited everybody. That's exactly right. He invited everyone. He said anyone that wants can come. No invitation needed. It's the people's house. And the house was crammed with common people getting drunk, stealing shit, and they wouldn't leave. And there's a honor code in the White House. You don't ask someone to leave. You don't ever throw anybody out. So they couldn't get them. Like, days went by where people are shitting on the floor and raiding the fucking pantry and just fucking people and whatever.
What?
And so what they did was they got huge kegs of beer and they put them on the lawn. And they said, "Hey, come out. Let's drink under the stars. Let's have, And they invited them out for beer on the lawn, and they all came outside and they locked the doors. That was how he was a people's president.
Yeah,
like
he was the first populist
in his
first guy. Yeah,
first one to appeal to the common person. Yeah. There was an author, English guy. I read his biography of him, and they have one account of an English traveling writer who would write travel logs. And he was in Washington and he thought, what is it like? Can you meet the president? And he just walked. There wasn't a fence around the house.
Yeah, people just could walk in and
so he just walked to the front door and he knocked on the door. And a butler came to the door and said hello. And he said, I'd like to meet the president. And he's like, is he expecting you? He goes, no. And the butler's like, all right, well, come in and sit down. And he went in. The guy waited like 20 minutes. And Jackson came out of his office, which was like full of people, and he said, I'm in a pretty important, like, who are you?
Yeah.
And he said, I just wanted to meet you and say hi. And he was like, all right, can you wait an hour? And he's like, sure. So he went and whatever, fucking signed a thing to kill all the Indians.
Yeah.
And then he came and had sandwiches brought, and he sat with the guy and just talked to him for an hour.
Damn.
He also he was the first president, I think, to ride on on a train. He took a train. He was the first one to do this. That he went all over the country.
Yeah,
he went up to Maine. Presidents never traveled. He was the first guy to do that. Like he thought people should see the president. People should have contact.
Whoa.
With the president.
The Trail of Tears. He flubbed that one.
Yeah,
flubbed.
He nailed was a bit of a flub. He did do exactly what his goal was.
What he tried to do. He fucking flubbed.
That was a bit of a flub.
He was not. He didn't make mistakes.
I looked it up. I don't know if they had slaves.
Yeah.
The fucking dudes on the Trail of Tears, they were like, we got to bring our slaves.
If slaves are available, folks get slaves. That's just the way that goes.
I couldn't believe it.
But when he was
peaceful
natives, that's what the part you don't hear is like the Indians are like, you know what he did to us and what he did to our slaves was even worse.
Our slaves had it real bad on the Trail of Tears.
I mean, tell me about it.
Yeah, but didn't they like share everything with their slaves though?
I don't know. Yeah, they were way better.
It was
like real peaceful.
It was egalitarian, dude.
They were some of those good slave owners. The natives.
There's some story from some big chief went to the White House to meet with Jackson because Jackson was very honest. Yeah. He didn't underhand ever. He didn't play politics. He did horrible things, but he just went ahead and did them. Like there was a slave revolt during his presidency where they took over a fort. The slaves took over a fort and just said, we just want out. We just want to be taken to the north or Canada or whatever. And so he just got a bunch of cannons and he just lit the whole place up. Killed
bombed them.
He didn't fucking care. So some famous, like a name you'd recognize, it wasn't like Sitting Bull, but it was some big, all of the Indians, all the tribes chose this guy to negotiate with Jackson. And he went and talked to Jackson, just the two of them, and he came out crying and said,
"What?
We're in trouble."
Yeah, he says, "We're not. This is gonna go bad. This is gonna go bad." No, he just had his way of thinking about how it was gonna go. He's like, "No, we got to clear these guys out of here."
Also in line with Trump, he was like, "This is where the term mudslinging starts." Yeah, it was him and John Quincy. Their election or their debates and shit was. He would just talk. They would talk shit. There would be nasty rumors in the papers.
Whatever it took. Yeah. Whatever it took. No, I remember I have a friend who's a Trump guy who I've known for a long time. I'm not going to say that his name is Nick DiPaolo. But knowing Nick has always given me some insight into the mentality of that kind of guy. Not just Trump, but guys like Jackson. I remember once I was with Nick and a lot of people, and he was and like three Democrats were yelling at him, and he was starting to say crazy, fucked up things to them. And at one point, I'm like, Nick, you know that's wrong. And he goes, "It's 3 against 1. like, what do you want me to do?" Like he's in and it gave me and then it brought me back to when I was like 19 and I was friends with Nick and we were comedians in Boston. And there was a pinball machine we really liked playing at this one club. So we're playing pinball against each other. And when it was my turn, I was starting to beat his score. And he just put his hand over my hand so I couldn't flip. And he just looked at me like this. And I'm like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, I win. I win. I don't care."
Fuck. He was big too.
Jackson was the first. Yeah, he was a football player. A college football player. Jackson was the first president to go like, "Fuck you! I'm winning. I'm winning this. I don't care what happens to you. We're gonna
So he also, one of the big things with Jackson, he vetoed more bills than every president before him combined.
Nice.
He hated the banks. He like went to war.
It's crazy that he's on the 20.
Yeah.
It's like a joke because he hated the idea of a central bank. He hated the idea of a treasury. He thought that it should just be folks have their money, use gold, and you trade. And he wanted.
So I think the U.S. bank at the time, I think it was called the United States, like the Bank of the United States, was up for to be renewed. Mm-hmm. And he just happened to be the president, and he vetoed it.
Yeah, and it was a thing you don't veto.
You can't veto it.
No, but
he vetoed it. So then the next guy, we'll get to him, is his vice president, Van Buren. He takes over. Mm-hmm. He takes over a completely destroyed economy. Because he vetoed the bank.
That's the way it goes. The cool guys. Yeah. America is made of cowboys and nerds. So you got cowboys who show off and who show what kind of people we are, and then you have nerds who actually get things done. But the cowboys get the credits. Yeah. And then nerds get fucked every time.
He got fucked. His nickname was Van Ruin.
Yes. He had a lot of nicknames. They were like, Old Kinderhook. He was another total nerd, and everybody hated Van Buren. He was like a little fucking...
Yeah. He was supposed to be, I think, he was one of those vice presidents that was supposed to be a link. Like, because Jackson was the man in the South, kind of, or wherever, and they were like, let's get this dork to...
He was from Kinderhook, New York.
He was his Pence.
Yeah.
He was Trump's Pence.
Yeah.
He was... The legend is that, he was one of the first people to have... pamphlets, like a lot of pamphlets, like the press, like the mass press started to get big. So his pamphlet was, because he was called Old Kinderhook because he's from Kinderhook, New York. So his thing was OK, and it was a check mark.
Oh, nice.
And that's where people say that OK comes from.
What?
Yeah.
Because it was like his thing was the OK with a check mark. That was the point. It was like vote for Old Kinderhook.
That's the thing. That's the thing. When you look into this, that's where all of our shit comes from.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's all of this. All right. Well, you got to speed up because this one's funny. Van Buren sucked, whatever.
Yeah, he's his...
Here comes Harrison. He's the next guy. Everybody called him Old Granny because he was too much of a geezer to run. So on his inauguration, he was like, I'm going to prove to everyone how tough I am.
Yeah.
It was freezing cold and raining. He had like an 8,000 word inauguration.
Yeah.
He got pneumonia and died.
He died. He was like a few months.
He died immediately. Like
Shortest term.
Damn.
Shortest term.
Didn't have a minute of acting as
trying
president.
to prove he was tough.
Got sick the first day.
Died immediately.
And died a few months later.
What?
Yep.
G.
That brings us to Tyler. He did nothing.
Tyler was
his
general,
party abandoned
right?
him.
No, I'm thinking of Taylor.
He was Harrison's vice president. So Harrison dies. The one thing he did do is set the precedent that the vice president stays as president.
Nice.
So everyone was like, "What? We don't know what to do here. The president's never died. Do you take over as an interim guy until we find a new guy?" And he was like, "No, I'm just the president."
I'm the president.
And enough that his party hated him for that. So his own party abandoned him. They didn't put him up for re-election.
Well, because they thought they should choose another guy.
They wanted to be able to put another
stronger guy.
Yeah. So he stayed. He had no parties supported him. He got nothing done. He was never up for re-election again.
It must have been awkward.
That brings us to our guy, though. This is who I wanted to get to. Polk, dude. Turns out Polk's the man.
Really?
Yeah.
I know nothing about Polk.
No.
He was one term because he was a dark horse out of nowhere, and he promised everybody in his party, I'll only do one term. That way, some of you guys that are good, that are getting ready, you can take over. I promise to do one term. When he was running, his opponent's slogan was, "Who is James K. Polk?" Like, people were talking shit. As soon as he got in, oh, this is good. He was a tiny guy. He was 5'8", which was like...
That's really small.
Yeah, he was 5'8", and when he got in, his wife was the one who came up with, they got to play Hail to the Chief every time you come in a room to give you some respect.
Give him a little, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why that happens.
Nice.
So right away, Polk starts going
But it was
wild.
kind of a joke. It's like if a midget walked in.
Yeah,
Everybody goes, it's just a little guy.
No, Polk's a beast. Immediately, he starts fucking with the British about Oregon. So they have the Oregon Territory out there, which is just beaver hunting. Everybody's, beaver hunting. We're doing a little bit of that in Nash Vegas.
What do you mean?
It means trying to get pussy.
About pussies.
Hunting in Oregon for
They were in Oregon,
pussy
Oregon, pussy hunting. So the British were pussy hunting. The British and Americans were both pussy hunting on the same territory. And Polk was like, nah, we're done with that. And he set the latitude and longitude was 54 and 40. So he came out with the slogan, 54 and 40 or fight. He was saying that to the British. He was like, we're going to fuck
catchy.
You guys up.
True.
So he came out with that. And the British...
People were really into latitudes and longitudes.
They were.
Back then.
So he called that, and the British were afraid to call his bluff. They were just like, fine, take it.
Like, that slogan is so good.
Yeah, like,
just take it.
Fuck, dude, this guy's
Dude,
nuts.
you came up with the fucking, you used the longitude and latitude?
So he takes that territory, which is huge. And then it's not just Oregon, it's Washington and all that.
You know why Oregon is, Portland is called Portland?
I bet you I do.
It was kind of, do you?
No, it's not.
It was going to be Boston.
What?
Because there's two guys. Is it Lewis and Clark?
Yeah.
So one of them is
That was Jefferson.
One of them is from Boston, and one of them is from Portland, Maine. And they both wanted to name it after their hometown.
Oh.
And they flipped a coin and named it Portland. And there is a Boston in Oregon. There's a town called Boston, Oregon. Anyway, go on.
So after he gets Oregon,
Yeah.
he's like, all right, it's time for me to get Texas. He starts fucking with the Mexicans. Like, so they would send troops down just to see if the Mexicans would shoot first. Finally, they did. He
fucking
immediately
lazy Mexicans.
Finally, they shot
so
a bunch
many
of
times to
he-
get off their fucking frijoles and fire a shot.
So they go to war.
Here they come again. I don't want to fire.
He
I'm too
fired
busy
the last
drinking
one. One of them was like-
tequila.
70,000 troops poured in.
Oh no!
So we immediately took California, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Texas.
And
This
then
is all
who was
Polk
the
in
general?
4 years.
Who was the general that penetrated all the way to Mexico City? This is later, right?
This was the next guy who was Zachary Taylor.
Yeah, Zachary Taylor was
Zachary
the big
Taylor.
Mexican-American war guy.
Yeah, he was the war hero.
What?
Zachary Taylor was dominating.
So they
but this is-
gathered-
He went into Mexico City, and if you go to in Mexico City, the big thing is Los Niños. These 6, I think it's 4 or 6 kids. So they stormed. They went all the way to Mexico City, and the citadel, the Chapultepec, the palace. The army was so decimated that it was finally just the cadets of the military school were the only ones
Yikes.
defending the capital, and they were just 4 kids firing on the American army is just coming. And they wrapped themselves in Mexican flags and jumped and dove and killed themselves. That was how they ended the war.
Awesome.
And the moment is Zachary Taylor was holding one of them and he was saying they were just kids. Like he had no idea they were like fucking 12, 15 years old.
Man.
And in Chapultepec, there's 4 big pillars that are still they're like war heroes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What did Mexico have back then? Was it like a king or like
A lot of they had so what was going on all these years, Napoleon assumed that the South would win the Civil War eventually, that there would be Europe always bet on the South because the South was a aristocratic America. It was about plantations and old families, and that's a European. They loved Europe in the South. The North was always against Europe and wanting to start something new. So during the Civil War, Maximilian was just a Habsburg. But the way kings worked back then, there were some royalty factories. So the Habsburg family, who I think were like Flemish or whatever the fuck. They just had like a cousin of a king. They went Maximilian and his wife. They're like, you guys take Mexico. Napoleon sent French troops to Mexico and installed Maximilian. But then
Which is what Cinco de Mayo is.
Yes, and then the Mexicans finally overran because when we lost the Civil War, when we lost the Civil War, I don't know what made me say that. No, when the South lost the Civil War, Napoleon was like, all right, fuck this.
Well,
And
wait,
he just-
Napoleon was gone for this.
Or whoever the French
Yes,
pulled their
yes.
well, there was like 3 Napoleons.
Oh, true.
Right.
I think it was a later Napoleon.
Wow. Yes.
Pulled support,
Yeah.
and Maximilian they beheaded him.
Fuck.
They fed peyote to his wife and sent her home. And there's some little village somewhere in like the Netherlands where they tell you like she's going to come get you because she would run in the streets. She went insane. She would run the streets screaming. And they tell kids if you don't get to sleep because she comes out at night. If you don't go to sleep, she's going to come get
God.
you. So
Yeah,
that's
she
how
must
far
have-
that's how far in Mexico.
Dude, just
I'm
think-
sorry to derail you,
No,
but
that's
so
crazy.
No, that's
so
great.
Zachary, so you were still at Polk and then Taylor.
Polk, but still. So one thing that was cool was when Polk was instigating this war with Mexico.
You got to cut that part where I say we lost.
No, that's
cut
good.
that. I don't
That's
know what
good. You
made me say
corrected
that.
it immediately. This is pretty sick. So Polk was up there like they're fucking with us. They shot at our troops. An old one-term senator from Illinois at the time stood up and said, "Were we on their territory when we shot him?" There was one guy that was opposed to the Mexican-American War, a guy by the name of Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Abraham Lincoln.
People were like, "Hey, shut up, pussy!
Yeah, dude.
We're trying to take Texas. Shut the fuck
and he's
up."
like, you guys, were we? And like, shh.
Yeah,
He was like, sorry.
I think this was wrong. They're like- Anyway, that's why Polk's kind of the man. He added 1/3 of the entire United States in a 4-year term.
Damn.
Pretty good. Well, in territory.
I know, but still,
It's like
beast.
those big
Yeah, but you got
states.
Texas and California.
And they were
Pretty
just
good.
That's
sitting on
probably
the
half our population.
good.
show. And they were sitting
I
on the
wish
border.
he hadn't added them, espally Texas.
The
But
troops
again,
are sitting
then
there
we
being like,
wouldn't
Mexico sucks. Mexico fucking
Finally,
sucks.
one of them got
Just go.
Oh shit! Run! They're pissed.
Yo, Mexico's gay.
again, that was a smashing. America destroyed Mexico. It was mean. It was mean.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then this is good. Polk, he was working his tail off.
His tail.
He was tired. He was so exhausted when he got done. He went back to Tennessee and just died.
Like right away, right?
Yeah.
He died, yeah.
He was like, that was too much. I should have done
a
all
lot
that.
of work. Yep.
Just died. So then comes Zachary Taylor. This is 1849 to 1850. That's a quick term. Old Rough and Ready.
Yeah.
Pretty sick nickname.
Old dead and
yeah, he's old. He's about to be dead.
Yeah, he died. I don't remember what he died of.
He was
just being in the 1800s.
Yeah. He was one of the largest slaveholders in the South. So when he got elected, the South was like nice because at this point, the territories, he just added. Polk did all that in 4 years, which was sick, but it was too much because now there's so much territory and the slaves versus the abolitionist debate. Every state they had to add. There was a debate. There was a debatee.
All Southern presidents, so many Southern presidents.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the Adamses.
Pretty much nonstop. Virginia.
Yep.
And then it gets into like Tennessee and
they started digging into their bench was not
yeah, they
good
get
enough.
to Tennessee, dude.
And then we started kind of with Ohio, we started coming back.
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, kind of northern presidents tended to suck. Lincoln ruled.
Yeah, but he was Kentucky, Illinois.
Yeah.
Illinois
We'll
before
take that one.
which
I always
state
forget
is it?
one. I think he was born in Kentucky in a log cabin in Kentucky.
And then he was the
Then he was the
Then he moved to
Illinois,
Illinois.
yeah.
Who fucking knows? There's no way to know.
We weren't right about
Nobody
half
will
these.
ever know,
We were never
really.
correct about half these facts, but we're having fun.
Oh yeah, I could be. I love
Yeah, who
just
cares?
acting like I know.
It's great. So one thing, Taylor gets in there. Everybody's like nice. Everybody in the South's like nice. This guy's pro-slavery. He gets in. He tends to start actually leaning towards standing with the North. This is all leading to the Civil War because like guys like this start fucking this up. As soon as he says we're going to establish or abolish slave in the Western territories, South Carolina says they're going to succeed. Taylor says he's going to fucking hang everybody down there if they do it.
What?
Yeah, he didn't react well to this stuff.
No.
He wasn't like, let's talk and send it
Yeah,
over.
he's like,
hang
we're
you
gonna
guys.
fucking
He would
hang all
just
of
say
you.
that, and then they're like, "Are you?" And he's like, "Well, no, but
I'm gonna hang a lot of you.
the problem with tough talk." Yeah,
This is how he died.
What he did?
So
what
he
happened?
went. This is
by
his
doing
first
a
term.
podcast about. All right, go ahead. How did he die?
He went to Washington D.C. for Independence Day, and he ate too many cherries and milk.
What?
Because, like I said, it was a swamp, so there was like a cholera
That was
outbreak.
like the old Pop Rocks and Coke.
Yeah, he had cherries and frosted milk, and,
And that was
he
it?
exploded.
Damn, it must have been delicious.
By the way, you know how many there were 4 presidents? When you think about the fact that 4 of them were assassinated,
Yeah.
4?
Well, successfully. Yeah, I hear you.
4 were killed,
Shot,
and killed.
Yeah.
4 out of 40. There's been 47 presidents.
10%.
Wait, hold on. How many got shot and killed? I don't think they got shot and killed.
Yeah, 4 were shot and killed. Is it Garfield?
See,
No.
This is where I stopped.
A guy with a G. It's either Grover Cleveland or Garfield. One of those two was
Yeah,
shot
he
and
can-
killed.
Yeah.
McKinley shot and killed. JFK and Lincoln.
Nice.
4 shot and killed. Reagan fucking
Close.
badly shot.
Yeah.
Roosevelt, Teddy, shot in the chest,
Bull.
but had a thick piece of paper with his speech
Fuck,
and a
that's so
glasses
cool,
case.
man.
Finished the speech, dude.
Yep, finished the speech.
Got shot and was like,
And somebody shot at Andrew Jackson,
Yeah.
you got
and he had a cane and he beat the shit out of the guy. Almost beat him to death. The guy shot him and he just get the fuck. It was right outside the Capitol.
What?
Like by the big pillars or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just beat the fucking shit out of him.
Dude who shot.
Yeah, he was insane. Old Hickory.
Were they
Yes.
all crazed lone gunmen type things, or was it like?
Yeah, most of them were crazy people. There's a few other guys that were shot at that
Yeah,
somebody
sure.
took shots at them, and but that they didn't get hurt. Oh, what's his name? Well, FDR. They killed the governor who was sitting next to him. A spray of bullets, and he wasn't hurt, but the governor sitting next to him was killed.
Jesus.
Governor of Georgia or Florida, I don't fucking know. Anyway, go on. But yeah, like over 10%, like 12% of them have been shot.
Yeah.
At. So it's an
crazy.
intense job.
It's pretty intense.
It takes. There's a good chance.
It is like a higher rate than actual soldiers in war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It's probably.
I guess so.
I bet
Yeah.
it is.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, because in like regular like revolution shit, it's like 70,000 soldiers, 2,000 dead.
What's crazy
shit
is
like
that,
that.
But before it used to be like when you like what's his name, Alexander the Great and whoever. Some kings used to lead, heads of state used to lead charges. They used to be the front horse, like going right headlong into an army.
That'd be nice to be a guy
a lot of
holding
Roman
a spear, like,
Roman guys did that. And,
jackpot.
Yeah, I fucking got him.
Holy shit! He's coming right at me. He's coming right at me.
Oh,
Fuck! I blew it.
Just some guy.
Fuck! I missed.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're at Fillmore. The thing that sucks about fucking Taylor dying is he was like kind of a beast that could have maybe prevented the Civil War that was looming.
And then Fillmore was just a schlub.
Fillmore was a schlub. He signed. This is where it all starts to fuck up. Every single one of these guys up to Lincoln is just fucking up immensely. He wanted to sign
the buck and passing the buck.
So Taylor was offered to sign the Compromise of 1850, which was some shit about one slave state, one regular, or they get to decide, shit like that. As soon as fucking Taylor died, Fillmore takes over and signs it. Southerners were mad that California would join as a free state. Northerners were mad about the fugitive slave law. So they both compromised and were both pissed. Fugitive slave law was if you find a slave in the North, there's U.S. Marshals that'll catch them and bring them back to the South.
You have to help them get them back.
And
really?
There were dudes that were just like grabbing black people. Be like, got him. Where's my bounty? So
That's how the
it was
12
bad.
years a slave guy got taken.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah, he was a free Northerner who
Somebody
just
just
got grabbed
kidnapped
by
him.
one of those guys.
Damn.
It was bad.
Happened all the time.
He was the last member of the Whig Party. They didn't run him a second term. Here comes Franklin Pierce. He was pals with Jackson, son of a Revolutionary War hero. He's from the North, but he was pro-slavery. They thought this was going to work. 2 months before this is crazy. 2 months before his inauguration, he and his family were in a train crash, and the only casualty was his 11-year-old son.
Damn.
So his entire time in office, he's blacked out, drunk, and depressed. He's the saddest guy of all time. He's not listening. His kid just died. His wife blamed him for the death constantly. She was like, we should have never been on that train. You just had to be the fucking president.
Oh, you gave birth to him, bitch.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that.
You were on the train. You had fun.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
So he's there. During Pierce, they do the Transcontinental Railroad. This is like the real. This is a fuck up for the North wants it to be from Chicago to L.A. or one of those places out west. The South wants it to be from Atlanta to L.A. In order to get it done, they have to get rid of the Missouri Line Compromise, which made it nothing north or south of here was the slave line. They decided to make it so every new territory got to decide themselves. They got to vote in order to get the Transcontinental Railroad. So this opened.
Every single thing we did to build this nation ran into this slave problem.
Yes.
Every single thing we tried to do was like, yeah, but the fucking north-south slave, slave states, non-slave states.
Jesus.
We need to build a railroad across. That's the first interstate thing. The first interstate objective.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that you need a federal government. It's why the federal government got stronger and stronger. Because every state gets to do their own thing, but you want to take a fucking train from one to the other, these two states have to make a compromise.
Yeah.
So you needed a federal government to make these.
It was like the precursor to union, non-union. They just blow up a gigantic like inflatable rat.
Yeah. It's the other reason, just as general thing, that the federal government became what gave the federal government power was the states wanting parity with each other. Like when environmental laws became a thing, they were state laws. So like Indiana would make a law, you can't dump, sludge into the river anymore. So every company in Indiana has to pay extra to do a better job of dumping their shit and take it to the ocean or somewhere else, ruin somebody else's life.
Yeah.
But so next door to Indiana is Illinois, and they're like, we dump anything we want.
Yeah.
And so all the business goes there.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Illinois company's like, we don't want to dump. We don't want to hurt the environment, but we can't compete with these guys.
Yeah.
Right? So they would all the states would go to the Fed and say, please pass a law that affects everybody so that we can all do the right thing that we want to do without having to get squeezed out by this guy.
Yeah.
And that worked until we started doing shit with Mexico and India and China. But anyway, go on.
But yeah,
so, Taylor.
It was interesting to me. We're at I think Pierce, right? On
yeah.
the Transcontinental Railroad.
Yeah.
That turns out to be like that's what started it. I mean, obviously there's a ton of major factors, but that was like a big one because it opened what was called the Nebraska-Kansas Act, which is they got to decide to vote whether they were pro-slave or pro-abolition. So then a bunch of people just rushed in from the north and the south, and they started fucking killing each other.
What?
It was I forget the names. They were pretty sick. It was like the Free Staters versus the Border Ruffians. This is where John Brown and his son was out there.
Oh yeah.
They started hacking people with swords to death. Like that was it. And Franklin Pierce was like, he did nothing. He didn't get involved.
Yeah, but dude, it must have been crazy when you had a bunch of slaves. Like, this is wrong. You had to be like, nah. You couldn't. It must have been crazy to be like, nah, I don't think it is.
Well, you just would pretend not to, or you just wouldn't. I mean, you'd see it on the newspaper was faded, and it was like, I don't know that much about it.
Just not being able to go down.
I'm
with
okay
that
to my slaves. I treat them okay.
Yeah, they're great.
True.
Yeah.
Right? Tell him. He's like, oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he was all right. No, it's fine. No, and meanwhile, the North was starting to get. This is getting after Pierce is who?
Buchanan.
So Buchanan is the guy who right before Lincoln.
Yes.
Right. Because the other thing that was going on is the North is industrializing, and the North is starting to build sweat houses and factories, and so part of the argument that people were having that is like the kind of argument we would have now. If it would be interesting to take this culture with Twitter and everything and supplant it to slavery days and how we would have handled that debate back then.
True.
Because there were people that were saying, the North has free workers and a ton of them immigrants that had started, and they're treated like garbage. They're living like shit, and they're dying in large numbers and getting sick, uneducated, and being not allowed to be educated. Yeah. Kids are working heavy,
There's a ton
long
of
shifts.
Southern political cartoons that are like that.
That are about how bad they were. And like our slaves are like a member of the family.
Yeah.
We give them their own house with their plot of land. They get to do this and that. Most slave owners were better. That this is the argument. Yeah. And that the North was just like wholesale destroying lives.
Yeah.
And read what's his name, fucking Upton Sinclair. Shit was going on in Chicago and the slaughterhouses.
What's it called? It's about the meat packing shit, right?
Yeah.
The jungle. What's it called?
The jungle.
Yeah.
So another important thing about that point of the industrialization of the North, it just flooded with immigrants. So now their population's so big that they get more votes, they get more electoral, like all that. So now the South's like, we need to get power. So now we need more states. We need more states because otherwise they're going to abolish slavery and we're going to be poor.
But they're also hanging on to a way of life in the South.
Yeah.
And in the North, they're not. They're trying to do anything that's new and anything that's next and anything that's large amounts of money and large amounts of industry. And they're manufacturing in huge amounts. In the South, they're just trying to play a fiddle and whip a guy and grow a little tuft of cotton for one shirt every 6 months.
Yeah, true. It's a good thing to point out.
Yeah. It's important to know.
True.
Yeah, but that was the fight. It was an insanely different.
Yeah.
But we still wanted to be one country. So it was this weird conflict that never went away.
So does it continue to morph till now? It's just like some dudes
it does.
Chill, we are. And other dudes like, no, we need to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's kind of tight.
But so what's his name?
Now we're at James Buchanan, who's probably the worst.
Yeah, I think he was frozen by two. He had so much pressure.
He was a lawyer from Pennsylvania that was just about the law.
Yeah,
which was the last thing he needed to be as the president. Which was like, well, that's the rule.
But he had all of Lincoln's problems with none of his charisma and guts.
Yeah,
and blood.
That was
crazy.
James Buchanan had the Dred
willingness
Scott
to kill.
Dred Scott was under James Buchanan, which was where, if you don't know about that was about a slave living in free territory, and he was suing to get his freedom. It went all the way up to the Supreme Court, where they ruled he was an object, so he was not a citizen. Therefore, that ruling made sure every black person in America was an object and not a citizen. And Buchanan responded by saying, that's the law, that settles it. Instead of standing up, he just had to follow the law.
Yeah.
So he was just like an extension of the court.
Yeah.
That wasn't his job.
Yeah.
Man,
that brought us to Lincoln. And as soon as Lincoln gets elected, the South secedes.
Yeah, every state starts to say we're not America anymore. Like immediately before he takes office.
It's also crazy checking in on the headlines and you're like, nah, they said you're a chair basically. And you're like, fuck.
yeah, dude.
Fuck.
You got Lincoln though. You know Lincoln.
Well, we could maybe skip him because it'll be the whole fucking.
Yeah, we could stop.
Look,
we could stop
Lincoln,
with Lincoln. Let's stop with Lincoln, and then you go on to some guys you're interested in after Lincoln.
All right.
Yeah, we're good. We can go as long as we want.
Been talking for?
An hour.
Okay. Well,
you're not enjoying this? You're not having the time of your life?
I'm having a great time.
I knew you would. This is nice,
I'm
right?
not having a great time.
You're not having a great time.
No, I'm not. I hate this.
Decent time?
Really?
No, I'm having a good time.
How much fun?
You decide which one. The thing I liked about, I gave you that book about Lincoln. Yeah. That's a great, what's his name? Carl Sandburg. It's a weird kind of stream of consciousness telling of Lincoln's story in 4 volumes. It's crazy. Just the warriors, just from when he took office. And when he was coming here, there was everything, hell was breaking loose, and there was supposed to be a January 6th. There was supposed to be one.
What?
There was a plan to stop the certifying of the vote. Mm-hmm. And so they went to General, what was his name? He was the only American general then, because we didn't fight wars anymore.
Yeah.
So the Army was kind of like not, know.
I think he was the commander.
It's a name you just know when you hear it. Like Scott something.
Oh, yeah, Winfield Scott.
Winfield Scott.
Yes.
Perfect.
So they went to Winfield Scott, the guys running the government, and then they said, we think there's going to be this thing where they're going to try to stop the... So he said, if anyone, he made a declaration, publicly, he said, if anyone tries to stop the counting of the votes and the democratic process from happening, either by force or by infiltration, I will stuff them into my cannon and fertilize my lawn with them. That's what he said.
Lincoln said that?
That's what he said.
What?
No, Winfield Scott.
Winfield Scott said that.
Yeah, and what he did in real fact, because he was a really smart guy, he gave all of the Capitol police and all those guys that they had the day off. They said, go home. And he went and got policemen from Baltimore, from New York City, all kinds of like badass cops. And he had them in plain clothes all over the Capitol, all heavily armed, but in plain clothes. So, and people know, so if somebody started something, the guy would just go like this or elbow him or whatever. Yeah. But the appearance was that it was peaceful and that there was no military presence.
Whoa.
But nothing happened. That's what it took to get Lincoln. Everybody, up to the minute that happened, everyone was like, I don't know if he's ever going to take office. Yeah. People believed he would never be president.
Dude, he wasn't even on the ballot in the southern states. Not even on the ballot.
Yeah.
What?
He didn't win one southern state.
A lot of people, big people who would be like whoever now, wrote long things saying, don't take office. Your presidency, your victory is hollow. Mm-hmm. It's not real. Not even just people from the South, but people from the North. Everyone was afraid that Lincoln was going to just immediately free the slaves and start war with the South. And his first inauguration, he says, first thing out of his mouth is, I have no intention of freeing the Southern slaves or changing their slave laws. And yes, we will chase down and bring you back your slaves when they come up here within reason. He puts like a tiny thing of like, we're not going to like make it our obsession, but we will do it. Like, it's the first thing out of his mouth.
That's what bothers me about people, like people that are critics of him hang on to that. And they're like, Lincoln didn't want to do it. It's like, dude, the whole time that's what he wanted.
Of course he did. That's what, again, it goes all the way back to the framers. They all wanted this to be a better country than it was. So they knew they couldn't create a nation without slavery. So they said, let's create a nation where people can change peacefully. They can change not only leadership, but the laws. That create a situation where people figure it out for themselves and move forward and change, instead of like a constitution could have been a very permanent thing. It could have been a very solid, permanent thing, but they actually made it elastic on purpose. And that's, Lincoln was like, we'll do it, guys.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We need some fucking time. And boy, what it cost is crazy. And a lot of people who didn't want slavery were really angry at Lincoln for how hard he pushed that war, and that he didn't just settle it. Just let the South do whatever they want. We have our free blacks here. Let them take their chances down there. You're killing millions, or however many fucking, I don't know how many people it was. Like 250,000 people died in the Civil War.
Yeah, probably around there.
Something like about how many we killed in Iraq in a day.
Yeah,
pretty much.
True.
Yeah, for doing nothing.
Less than Middle Eastern civilians.
Yeah. Measure it in like Persian weddings.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was. Yeah, Lincoln's the best.
He was really something. I mean, it just took a lot of political guts, a lot of fuck.
Yeah.
This is gonna suck.
Just trying to talk to these fucking cunts from the South.
That must be nuts.
That it's just like, clearly this is for money. You know it's wrong.
Yep.
You know it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's 1865.
Well, it was the ultimate
1860.
time.
They know it's wrong.
One, folks not wanting to say that shit's wrong.
Yeah.
And him, like, not making them say it, but getting them to just one guy at a time. He would just go around, get support here, get support there, put muscle in where he had it, and he fought a brutal war, fucking a incessant war.
And he had to wait until he got a victory to fucking announce the Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh,
he was trying so hard to get it out, but his generals kept fucking up and losing.
Oh, he's like, fuck.
And he would just be writing to these dudes like, go.
Yeah, please.
Do it.
Get one.
Like, I think he wrote it after Antietam, which was like a draw. He was like, that's pretty good.
Well, yeah, he did.
He's like, that's close enough. Here we go. We're
then
doing
he's
it.
Shot.
Yeah, and then he got his fucking head blown off.
By next to his wife.
Yeah.
And they put a little napkin, but that was what they did for him. They put a little napkin back there and hoped, but it was not a good. It was not a very.
He was alive for a while after.
Yeah, that's what
he
I'm saying.
He didn't just die right away.
He didn't have to die at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't die right away.
Death.
Really?
Yeah.
Bled to death.
He was like alive in the
He's like,
hotel for like
and they're
day.
like, we don't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What play was he saying? Does anyone know?
Fuck, I do know.
What play?
What was the play? It was at the Ford's Theater.
I don't remember the.
See what he was watching.
Yeah, it was something good.
Yeah.
He was fixated.
He was into it.
He didn't notice the assassin.
That's the weird thing. It was Hamilton.
Yeah, it was Hamilton.
Yeah.
He was sitting there like, what was it? Nice. He was sitting there watching it like, I got to pretend to like this.
Yeah.
It was fucking Hamilton.
And then they shot him. And he was like, "Thank God."
This place sucks.
Christ, this shit sucks so bad. So that brings us to Johnson.
So Johnson was great. First guy to be impeached.
Was he impeached? Oh yeah,
first guy to be impeached. Yeah.
Johnson shows up. This is great. He was like a tough guy. He was supposed to be the counteraction to Lincoln.
Well, he's one of the reasons the war was prolonged, because everybody knew if we could just get rid of Lincoln. Johnson was behind him with. There was a deal to be made. It was like don't talk outside the family. He was like, Sonny legged my deal, didn't he? Sonny was hot for my deal. Yeah. Johnson would have fucking settled in a minute.
Johnson started his life as an indentured servant.
No shit.
And worked his way up. How sick is that?
That's impressive.
And then before his inauguration, he got fucked up on whiskey and just couldn't talk. His inauguration, it was in the rain and the mud right after Lincoln got shot. And everyone was like,
first one. He's the one who proved you can impeach a president, but you cannot get the fucking votes. It's a waste of time, and he ends up stronger.
Yeah,
it's the dumbest move in the world. It's vanity.
Yeah,
it's just Congress hates the president. It's just bullshit.
Yeah,
but it doesn't accomplish anything. They I don't remember why they went after him. Whatever. He was very corrupt. He's a fucked up guy. I don't. Who knows? It's all shit that I heard because of them. But they impeached him and then failed to get rid of him.
Really?
I know nothing else about him. But
I don't know either.
But then fucking
Grant.
Amazing guy.
Great guy, amazing guy. I feel like his presidency was a bit of a fucking letdown for how cool he was.
I mean, he did so Christing much, this guy.
Oh, true. To help the South, he was pretty good.
What did he do?
Well, and he was first of all, some people get on him because he owned one slave.
Oh, man.
Because his father-in-law, his wife's father, hated him because he was an abolitionist. I mean, he wasn't like an active abolitionist.
Sure.
But he was against slave, just for not having a slave.
Yeah.
Back then, if you didn't have a slave, you were a dick to certain people. So
you were like, put on a mask.
Yeah.
You were that guy. You were like, why do you have slaves?
Yeah.
And they're like, why is this guy making me feel uncomfortable?
Yeah. So he hated him because he had slaves and he didn't want one. So he gave him one as a wedding present, like to spite him.
What a dick.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
So Grant made the guy his partner. And they started a little business together, which he then freed the guy and gave him the business.
Yeah, he
made
would
that
go.
guy's
He would go
life.
work with the slaves.
But
He'd be out there with them working.
Yeah,
and then while he was like financially ruined,
yeah,
he freed his slaves instead of selling them.
But he had one though.
I'm not sure. He might have had one at that
That's
point.
the story I just told you.
Yeah.
Is, I think, his slave story. I don't think he had a bunch of them.
He had one slave and he freed him instead of selling him.
But his
And
father-in-law,
and he gave him a business that he had started with him.
His father-in-law history fucked him. He was like,
That's right.
Here's
That's right.
Here's slave.
And then he was in
He
the
did,
army.
absolutely.
He was in the army, and he went. One of his first jobs was outpost near San Francisco. It was in the middle of nowhere. There was no. I mean, it was in the desert of California. He was the only one there, and he was a family man. He loved his family.
He missed his bed.
He missed his family so much, and he started just getting drunk. And somebody came to drop the mail and found him passed out drunk. And that was his only experience with alcohol. He was a very rigidly living guy, and he was known as a drunk for the rest of his life.
Really?
There's
Every
arguments.
time he had a political problem, they'd go, he's drinking.
There's arguments. There's rumors he was fucked up at Shiloh.
Because he sat under a tree in the rain. They found him sitting under a tree in the rain outside of a military hospital.
It also is funny because Shiloh, he woke up on day 2 of it.
Yeah.
At like the start of day 2. Or maybe it was the start of day 1 when it started. He was late to get there. So everybody was like, he was hammered. But if he was hammered, that's very funny. To be like, oh shit, there's a war.
Like,
so after
up,
he had won the Civil War. Started really Reconstruction, he was in earnest wanting to get opportunities and equity for black people, equal opportunity for black people. And then he retired and was in New York. He became a New Yorker. He became a big part of this city.
Yeah.
And he had a son named Kermit, who I think his name was Kermit, that was the 1800s.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Kermit invested.
What a fucking great name.
Invested his money and all of his father's money with some asshole guy who took it and just left town and just took all of their money, every penny that they had. And so Grant went to visit Vanderbilt, who's outside of the Grand Central Station. There's a great statue of him. I think it was Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Went to the richest man in New York City. Who was a hard ass, a guy who didn't care for charity or anything, but he brought what's his name? The sword that was Lee.
Well,
He had Robert E. Lee's sword that he surrendered to him. What? He had his Congressional Medal of Honor and the Bible that he took the oath of office in, and he gave them. He said, "I want to sell these to you because I have no money." And Vanderbilt said, Jesus Christ, Mr. President.
Holy shit.
We're not doing that. He said, I'm going to donate these to the national museums, and I'll give you he bought them for the nation.
Did he buy his biography? Isn't that what he...
No, so here's what happened with the biography. It's the best part of his story, and it's actually his greatest legacy. But his autobiography is like the greatest ever written. Yeah. So... he met 2 guys on a train. He'd do anything for money at this point. Because his wife was very young. He was broke after everything he'd been through. He was broke, and his wife was young, and he was going to leave her destitute. So he met 2 guys on a train. They're like, "Why don't you write your autobiography? We'll pay you $1,000." And he was like, "Done."
What?
Oh,
so then, about a week later, he meets up with. Mark Twain was like his best friend, and Mark Twain said, "Why don't you write your autobiography, your memoirs?" And he said, "I'm doing that for these guys." And he goes, "What are they paying you?" And he goes, $1,000. And he's like, "Dude, what is wrong with you?" And he says, "Give me the book. I'll publish." Because Mark Twain had started his own publishing company because he hated publishers. He said, "I'll publish it and I'll help you write it." And he said, "I promised those 2 guys." He's like, "Did you sign something?" He goes, "No, but I did. I gave my word." Fuck. So Twain, or his real name, what's his Clemens, travels to. I think he went to see Sherman. He went to see. He's like, "I need to see somebody who he'll listen to." So he went to visit Sherman, and said, "Please get him to do this." So Sherman wrote a telegram to Grant saying, for the love of God, give the book to Clemens. That's what the thing.
That's awesome.
So he wrote his autobiography, and the remarkable thing about it that I read was that there's like no adjectives in it. It's like all verbs and nouns. The entire book is verbs and nouns because he just says what happened. It's a very well written book. And so Clemens turned it into this special edition that you had to order one. You could get any color you wanted. And it was the first blockbuster book in American history. It made like $500,000 in the first month. Meanwhile, he had a goiter that was growing and growing.
Too many stogies. You always see him with the stogies.
Died of throat cancer like right as he finished the book.
Whoa.
And then his wife was made for life. Her first check from Twain was like $400,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think wasn't he buried here? And this monument.
And he's buried in Grant's tomb in Harlem. And when he died, there was this huge funeral, and it was Northern and Southern soldiers. Southern soldiers were allowed to put back on their Southern uniforms because it was a big thing that his casket was carried by North and South.
It's too bad you can never get away with wearing a Confederate uniform in Harlem these days.
No, not at all.
Because that would
Get
be a
away
treat.
with.
Yeah, but he was fucking awesome at when Lee surrendered. He was very like, I mean, it was unconditional surrender.
Mm.
So he was like, you guys are gonna fucking give up, but he was like, keep your guns, go home, start rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could have fucking destroyed the South.
Yeah.
And he was very chill. I think Custer stole the fucking sword. He hated
Did he?
Custer. I think Custer stole Lee's sword.
Is
Maybe
that
he got
right?
it back, but I think the story was Grant wouldn't accept it, or something along
Wanted
those
him to
lines.
keep it?
And
Yeah, Custer was bloodthirsty guy.
And then on the parade back into Washington, Grant was obviously out front. Custer fucking rode ahead, and Grant was like, "This motherfucker." Custer was the
with his
man.
blonde hair.
If you look into Custer, he was pretty fucking.
I
cool.
don't know much about him.
He fucked up Jeb Stuart at Gettysburg, which was pretty cool because Jeb was the man. And he rode in. He was with the Michigan cavalry, and he was like, "Come on, you Wolverines!" and fucking led them into a charge. That's why they're the Michigan Wolverines. All that shit.
So then
It's
you
all
got
cool.
Hayes, who undid all of this cool stuff for black people.
It's all
and politically,
very...
he didn't want to deal with it, so he just did away with it. And then you got fucking who else? Then it goes
Garfield.
Then I get Bleary.
Yeah, this is like the Gilded Age, is what it's called. It's all shit.
Yeah.
But this is where shit, like, it goes from we ended slavery to now just right back into just
awful.
Racism.
Really?
Not slavery, but just every law against them.
Subjugation,
It
it became the same obsession as before.
Yeah.
But without slavery, it just became all about not letting them vote, keeping them off the
And that goes
ballot.
all the way up until, like, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're
Until just yesterday.
2018.
We figured it out
we
yesterday.
figured it out yesterday. Thank God.
Yeah.
Finally,
Today,
Arkansas.
we got a nice little nation.
Yeah. Louisiana cleaned up their act a little.
True.
And Alabama.
My favorite president, just jumping way the fuck
Yeah.
ahead, is Nixon. Is my favorite.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's the best. And again, as a character,
Yes.
Nixon gave the country one great gift that I wish was like, I wish it was taught, like the speech that Lincoln has on his monument and the ask not what your country and all that shit. The greatest thing that he did, because it speaks more to what Americans live, is that when Nixon was shamed and destroyed and had to leave office, he had to fucking resign. He had to give, after a couple of I'm not a crook and this is all bullshit, he had to go and say, well,
all right,
I'm going to go and
still not a cook, but I'm going to get out of here.
Gerald Ford would take the oath of office at this time in this office. And he left. But before he left, he gave a speech to his staff, to the White House staff that was impromptu. It was just on his way to the helicopter. And he's copiously crying in the speech. There's video of it that you can see. You have to try to find the whole thing because there's clips that you can find on YouTube. But I actually ordered from C-SPAN a DVD of the whole speech. And they're all bawling, the whole staff, and his family standing behind him. And he just tells them, look, he's encouraging them. He said, this is a tough moment for all of us. He said, first of all, I don't want to discourage young people from being in public service. He was afraid of what
has happened.
Yes.
He was right.
He said, don't be discouraged from public office. It's a great calling. And he said, and for any mistakes that we made and all everything that's happened, not one person in this administration gained financially from anything, from being here. left richer than when they got here. He made it first, so he defended everybody that was there, and then he just starts reflecting. He reads from Teddy Roosevelt's autobiography, from his diary, when Teddy's wife and mother died at the same night. They both died of cholera or whatever on the same night. He was going from one room to the other.
Oh, yeah.
And they both died. And he was like at 21 or something. And he wrote this quote that was like, the light has gone out and it'll be darkness forever. And he said, so he read it to his staff and he said, that's how he felt, having lost his wife and his mom. And he went on and had this incredible life. So he's trying to say, so he says, no, don't be discouraged. Never be petty. Don't hate your enemies, because that's when you'd start to destroy yourself. He gets it really introspective about everything that happened without talking about it. And then he says, it's horrible. He goes, he says, they'll never write a book about my mother, but she was a saint.
Oh, man.
And I think of her, like one of his brothers had tuberculosis and they had no money. So she moved to Arizona where the air was better. Mm. And she was a nurse, wet nurse. She nursed other people's babies for money in order that her son could live in Arizona. And he talks about his father, who was a lemon farmer, who had a failing lemon farm. And then he was a switchman on a streetcar. And he just talks about his parents and what they did for him and all that shit. He just cries. Oh, it's fucking beautiful, but it shows you a man at the height of American experience, destroyed from that height, which is the worst thing that can happen to a person, is to get that high and fall. And he just went, here's how this feels. He just told the world, this is how this feels. This is what this looks like. Yeah. And here's all I can say. And then he went and then he left. Incredible. I mean, he was one of the most influential people in American history.
Yeah. He ended Vietnam, right?
Yes,
that was already about.
He was fucking Eisenhower's vice president.
There's a guy we know that's a bit of a conspiracy guy, but he's been pretty correct on everything so far, and he's got a book coming out on Watergate.
Yeah,
okay,
and about how that was a little darker than it seemed.
Like so knew a guy back when I was first living in the city as a comedian. There was a guy named Frank Gannon who had Frank Gannon wrote speeches for Nixon and was a very close friend of his. And weirdly, he became the guy who books the comedians on Letterman. And when I moved to New York back in 1990 or so, being on Letterman was all anybody wanted. So Gannon was the most important person in comedy at the time. And he was a strange guy who was very serious. And he would just come and he'd watch you. And if he liked you, he'd get Morty to come and maybe you'd be on the show. So he liked me. He never got me on the show, but he liked me. So I went to Letterman's office and met him. And I asked him about Nixon because he wrote, Nixon has one big biography called RN that Gannon co-wrote. And he told me that when you get a few drinks in Nixon, he says the same people that got the Kennedys got me. It's the same people that got. Yeah, he said it's the same machine.
Whoa.
That took out.
Yeah,
John and Robert
Kennedy
came after him. He said they just couldn't use bullets anymore because it was getting too. They were
That's
on
exactly what we said. We said that without him.
Watergate was. He said Watergate was something that happened all the time. It was just like, and still does. I mean, it's not like oh my goodness. It's how things are done.
Yeah,
it's a safe with $1 million in it. What president doesn't have a safe with $1 million?
Yeah.
It was
so that's Nixon's story. That was Nixon's story. He didn't say it in public, because the same as he conceded the presidency to Kennedy, which Kennedy stole. I mean, everyone knows that his father took suitcases of money to delegations and stole the presidency, and Nixon knew it. And he was like, I'm not gonna, this is not good for the country to get into it. That's why he resigned instead of standing trial. And that's why he doesn't talk about that's the story, you know?
Yeah. That's a good, most interesting president.
Most interesting, I think, to me. Yeah. I mean, Johnson was also a fascinating guy.
Yeah.
Johnson was, and Reagan was kind of an empty-headed genius, incredible, knows how to just be. As long as somebody else is in the room, Reagan was brilliant. But I'm not sure he had any thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's people like that.
Yeah, he was like an actor that was
He's
like,
an actor.
I guess I'll be a Republican while he was there. And then, which was pretty admirable at the time because he was, actually no, it wasn't because that was in the middle of the Red Scare. He was like one of the guys being like, you're a communist. And he just became the man.
My favorite film of Reagan is Larry King interviewing him after he was shot and saying, so what do you feel about this guy? And he said, well, I just pray for him. He's a sick man. He's just, you know, I found out later that he's sick. He's mentally ill. So we add him to our prayers. And we hope for the best for him. And he says it with this big...
Oh yeah, he's like, we're fucking that guy up. Yeah. I hope he's doing good.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
I think that should be it, right?
Yeah, I think that's about enough.
You had fun.
Yeah, it was good. Why do you accusing me of having fun? Yeah, it was fun.
Thanks for doing it, man.
Sure. Thanks for asking. It's fun.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Yeah, let's just do that. We're not going to do ads on the next one. We got to do ads on this one.
Let's do it, yeah.
Can't do ads on the next one.
No, dude.
In the middle of that, you can't drop an ad.
No.
So, Man Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Hawthorne. I bet you think it really stinks in here. And it did. But now we've got Hawthorne. What the fuck? What?
Why are they saying we stink?
Why did they say... And it did. But now we've got Hawthorne to make us look good, feel good, and smell good. Hawthorne makes it quick and easy to be your best with skincare and hair care made just for you. I didn't know what I needed, so I took their fucking quiz. It's super easy, and after answering questions like, how much do I sweat and how dry is my skin, they made me a custom box of products.
Oh, yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, the quiz. We took the quiz.
How'd the cream make you feel? How'd this cologne smell?
I'll tell you what.
Hawthorne in this email said, Boys,
Boys.
How'd the cream make you feel?
No, you don't want to know. I can't talk. It's triple X, dude. I can't talk about
I'll tell you how the cream felt. Made me jizz all over myself. And I had to shower.
I'll tell you what. I used to like Manscaped when I remember reading Manscaped's ad, and I was like, I love Manscaped. Stuff sucks. I like Hawthorne, dude.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
I like Manscaped.
Hawthorne's the best, dude.
I've been using. I was just about to start endorsing.
Oh yeah, true.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's
let me tell you something, you motherfucker. Hawthorne stands by their customers, so if you're not completely satisfied, they'll retailer your products for free based on your feedback and pay for the shipping. So there's truly no risk at all.
That's the Hawthorne way.
Normally, when you're buying cream and cologne, there's a pretty high risk.
Oh yeah.
Right now, there's no risk.
Not at all. Dude.
All right.
Not at all, dude. Look
So
at my
make
face.
sure.
I've been using the face wash, dude. Look at that.
Really?
Clean, dude. Touch me.
I haven't even gotten
beg you.
that. I haven't
Touch
even
me.
received my sample.
Somebody touch me, I beg you.
So make. I'll rub you.
It's good.
So
I haven't do their cologne. Maybe we should put on a lot of their cologne before we go to our other
to our friend's house.
Spray ourselves.
So make sure you're ready for anything or anyone that comes your way by taking Hawthorne's quiz today. So make sure you're ready to fucking, if you're in Walmart, make sure you're ready for anybody.
True.
Go to hawthorne.co and use promo code DRENCHED to get 10% off your first purchase. That's Hawthorne, HAWTHORNE.co. Promo code DRENCHED. Hawthorne.co. Promo code DRENCHED.
Yeah, you want to smell good and it's good. You get them smell goods going on.
You got this one?
Lucy.
Yes.
Guys, just give me some rap about Lucy. Like, you know the favorite flavors.
I love it. Mango's my shit because although I'm addicted to it, I'm still a fucking fruity guy. I'm still a bit of a fruit man.
Yeah, you want to enjoy it.
You got to be healthy when you're doing it.
For sure.
That's how I get my fruits.
Yeah, so you guys know the deal. If you're addicted to nicotine.
That's a funny joke.
If you're addicted to nicotine, go to Lucy,
I know
guys.
that doesn't work.
Lucy's safe. It's the chemical. They isolate the chemical nicotine and make it taste yummy.
They make it taste good. So not only are the chemical itself is addicting, they give it a good taste.
Exactly.
To make it even more fucking enjoyable.
Exactly. That's all we can do now is just enjoy ourselves, guys.
Yeah.
So, guys, check out the full line of products at lucy.co and use the promo code DRENCHED at checkout. That's lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code DRENCHED. And if you're a listener from Canada, Lucy is now available at ca.lucy.co. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, but also that's why you like it.
That's why you like it, and that's why it's fun.
it. And probably the baby was probably on nicotine when he had that quick reaction time to get that
True.
guy. He probably had some
You ever
chaw.
play Red Dead?
Yeah.
You can take tobacco to...
Can you really?
You can take Lucy to fucking...
The golden eye.
Yeah, there's a lot of... yeah.
So, guys, I'm going to be on my fucking dumb tour.
Ooh.
Forever. I'm going to be on the road forever.
Here I go again.
So, April 28th to 30th, that's this weekend. I'll be in Indianapolis.
Oh,
Tickets are going fast. There's some tickets left, I think. May 6th, I'll be in Manchester, England. May 8th, Leeds, England. May 9th, Glasgow, Scotland. May 12th, Dublin. 13th, London. 13th, London. So this has been a big confusion for a lot of people. The first show is at Leicester Square. I believe it's sold out. The second one is at O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire. Don't worry about what fucking time it says on the tickets or whatever. Just get there at night and wait. I think that's the first real theater I've ever headlined.
Really?
London. So
in
yeah,
London
please come to that. Because if that doesn't sell out, I'm going to feel like a fucking doofus.
You got to get Jason Statham out too.
Oh, I will.
Get Statham out, dude.
It's like, yo, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Yo. June 3rd through 5th, Philly. Already sold out, not a big deal. June 6th through 11th, Brea, California, whatever. St. Louis, Austin, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Brisbane, Australia, Sydney, Australia, Adelaide, Australia, Perth, Melbourne. Let's go.
Ooh, my goodness. And then what?
And then I'm dead.
Yeah, true.
After that whole tour, then I will be dead.
Mummify your remains, dude. Place you in the fucking hallway at Helium just as a mummy. Be tight. Dude, Bananas Comedy Club. That's the big one. That's the end. That's the absolute end of my just wicked run, dude. One show a month for 4 months.
Where are you going?
Bananas. Rutherford.
How is this not? It's sold out.
I don't know. I'm bringing Sid and Butterly, so it'll be nice. We're going to do stand-up.
Oh, shit.
At the end of it, we'll just do
You're
a
gonna
little...
do a bit of a live Stoner Dad, but just never to be seen again. Live.
Little live, dude. A little at the end of the shows, we'll have a nice... Me and Sid have been having fun.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. Bananas. Bananas Comedy Club, North Jersey. I mean, dude, New York, you have
It's not sold out yet, so get tickets.
Not at all. I don't think it's close. But it'll be fun.
It's a new room. That's why. Yeah. I thought it was the tiny room.
Is it the new room?
The other one used to be in... It's not the one by Dad.
It's not in the
Bada Bing.
Really?
Now you're at... Yeah, it's somewhere else. Well, it's Rutherford.
Whatever. This will be
fun. Which is right next to it.
It'll be fun. Dude, I've been having... Me and Sid the Kid have been having a good time.
Yeah.
So we'll get the Butterly man, dude. It'll be a good show. Gardini. We'll have the absolute SS himself, superstar.
Oh.
SS Gardini.
The old SS officer. Sean Gardini. I was disappointed no one yelled Adolf at Chris when he got on stage.
Someone did, I think.
Someone yelled?
Someone hit him with a sponge.
I went outside to hear. Yes, he gets hit with a sponge.
No,
still.
he got hit with turd, I think, actually.
Turd's
the vintage.
Tough.
That means That means you're an OG fan.
True.
Also, I would like to get Gus the Groundhog going for Nate Marshall.
Nice.
That's what I was thinking about. I'd like for him to be called Gus.
That'd be nice.
Gus the Groundhog. That's his rap name. What do you got?
The Drip at the Stand, Wednesday, May 4th at 7 p.m. That one's going to be fun. It's on my Instagram.
Nice.
And then the Doghouse at Sesh, Friday, May 13th. Friday the 13th, very spooky.
That will be a spooky time. Guys, we're about to go do something. Could change our lives.
I was sitting there. I was just going, what the hell am I going to do? Dude, broship contacted me. And they're like, not only are we going to do the podcast, we're going to let you smoke Changa right before you do
as
it.
A prereq.
As a prereq, which is fair enough.
I just wanted to give you the experience.
Of smoking Changa.
Just like to set it up like that.
Dude, they should start selling that shit like they used to sell salvia. I want to lobby to bring like really insane, quick psychedelics. Like they had salvia legal. And I think it's
salvia is still legal. It's state to state.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Who do you think is like the governor who's like, nah, bro, let's let that
PA's
ride?
beat. PA won't let it do. Jersey will do it.
It's just so funny for that to hit a governor's desk and be like, what are we doing today? He's like, what's the deal with salvia?
I wonder if they make him smoke it. And he's like, this is illegal. And I'm like, there's only like 12 states where it's legal. So those governors must have been like, dude, it's actually chill if you prepare for it. We know it's nuts.
It's all about
it's not just salvia. Like when you get into all the research chemicals,
yeah,
like, not that salvia is a research chemical. I'm not going to put that on it.
I was about to say. I was about to stand up.
Yeah,
And, like that's a plant, bro.
It's a plant. I think it's the oldest known psychedelic. I could be wrong.
Salvia.
Salvia is like the first thing people got ripped out.
Oh my god! Can you imagine being like basically an animal and smoking salvia and just being like,
what the fuck? But
ugh.
If you were to like go online and buy research chemicals,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be like illegal in Florida, Illinois. It's like you'll pick the weirdest molecule.
Are you talking about swim?
No, it's swim activity, but like it'll be illegal in like 9 states, and I'm like, how the fuck did like 4-HODIPT get illegal in Florida and only Florida? Like, what the fuck happened in
Some
Florida?
dude probably did something fucked up. In Delaware, the salvia thing was a kid killed himself. In his suicide letter, wrote about. Didn't he write about salvia or something?
He had been smoking salvia, but that's not.
He started running with the wrong crowd.
No, he killed himself because he smoked salvia and realized he was better suited on the other side. Fair play.
Yeah, good point.
That was part of his letter.
His mom tried to make it like, oh, he smoked salvia, that made him kill himself. He's like, no, not really.
He got the message.
He fucking tapped out. He had work to do.
Right on.
Wait, so he shed his fucking
This mortal coil.
birth. Yeah, he shed his immortal coil.
But it's like you can't blame salvia, you know.
For if your teenage son killed himself from gas station drugs.
His mom's a snitch. That's probably the first time she party pooped.
True, that's true. Fair point, dude.
You're opening old wounds, bro.
I know it's fucked though. It's not my home state, but it's close.
Yeah, right.
That's your home state, pretty much. You grew up out there.
I mean, pretty much. I grew
Delaware?
up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but you were right on the border your whole life.
I mean, yeah, I liked it there. It's pretty nice.
I only did 8 years on that border.
It was chill. It was a chill ass. That whole area is chill.
Delaware sucks.
Delaware
Delaware's
fucking for sure
right
sucks.
behind New Jersey. New Jersey blows.
Nah,
New Jersey has good things about it though.
Nah.
Yeah, I would say New Jersey is.
Like the Pine Barrens are cool.
Yeah, you haven't seen much of Jersey.
There's tons of like
Just what
beautiful
I've
lakes.
experienced.
Yeah, Delaware flat
Delaware
out
just
sucks.
blows.
Yeah, Delaware sucks on like a depressing level. Jersey's like comically shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jersey has like
That's pretty good. Yeah.
there's like little spots in Jersey that
No
are
offense,
really
Gardine.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gardine's neighborhood's nice.
But there's spots in Jersey that are genuinely nice. Delaware is like this flat fucking wasteland
Yeah, it's all
that
like
goes
fucking,
on until you get to the beach, and then the Delaware beaches kind of blow.
Yeah, they do.
And they've been, I don't know if you know about the Delaware beaches, but, you know,
We're homo.
boys are, the boys moved. Delaware basically is so shitty, it compressed. All the gay dudes are like, nah, and they just concentrated in one area.
Yeah, we'll take this one.
Yeah, they're like,
Well,
all right.
like the rest of Delaware, like when you drive from the top of Delaware to the bottom, it's the same thing until you get to the ocean.
Yeah.
It's just a flat fucking strip mall, and there's no like.
Out of nowhere, though, dudes just talk differently. Like, once you get down to, like, Smyrna and shit, they all
True.
sound different.
Dude, the wild thing
Like,
was
what
when
the
Zeus
fuck?
ran away. Zeus ran away on the border of PA and Delaware, got picked up in Delaware. Where I had to go pick him up was like the South.
What?
Oh, it gets so
It was
country.
wild. Like their like lost dog thing was way down. And it was like on a
Once you
farm.
go south of Wilmington, it gets so fucking hillbilly.
It was like a farm, and it was like a prison for dogs.
Yeah.
It was wild. It was an outdoor prison for dogs.
Everyone's on opiates too.
Oh, really?
The whole state.
Like Delaware City down there, dude.
Delaware in general, people
True.
are like, that's where your boy's from.
Oh.
Big Hunter. He's
He's
like
anal fuck 6'9".
Hunter is
Password anal fuck 6'9".
he is an archetype of Delaware residents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he really
Like,
is.
has all the money in the world and also shoots coke. And like,
Fucks his niece.
I don't know,
Yeah.
that might just be
Wait,
him.
it was his niece? Well, Joe Biden did, in fact, molest children.
Yes.
You can't say he sexually did, but he definitely
it's all
bothered
video.
them. He bothered them to an extreme level,
Yeah,
which
in the-
technically
in
is
the
molestation.
Definition of molestation, he's done that.
Yeah, he bothered kids immensely, which makes him a molester in the classical definition of the
Yeah, I
word.
mean, there's a montage. I've seen it.
Yeah, he's literally molesting kids.
But yeah, Hunter Biden is like, when he came out on the news, I was like, oh, I went to high school with like 30 of these dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like they drove BMWs and like crashed them because they were smoking crack and stuff. But then in Delaware, like it's weird the way Delaware is laid out. The private schools are like so wealthy, but then those kids that go to private schools will still hang out with like the worst of juvenile delinquents that are like they somehow meet in Delaware because
It's
there's
so
like,
small.
there's common ground. So like I remember I would go to parties in high school and you would have like the Biden's kids would be there, and then there'd be kids that were like,
Smoking crack.
Are you like the age of a Biden?
yeah, there was a Biden a year older than me.
Holy shit.
What?
one?
Which-
I don't use. I'm not gonna say her name.
Sniz?
Oh, it was a lady.
No, what's her name? His daughter.
Exposed. The Sniz, yeah.
I don't.
Dude,
Ashley.
man. Dude.
That's the first daughter, bro. And you're
Come on, man.
Yeah, he showered with her, bro.
I know you have your thing about Joe Biden, but I respect The Office. So
All right,
That's
whoever's
true.
in there,
Sorry.
Can we get it? Can we reach a consensus
Yeah.
here?
I'll respect The Office.
I respect The Office.
Dude, imagine
Whoever
if
you vote for doesn't matter once that vote's counted, and then
That's your president.
that's my president now.
100%. I couldn't agree
100%.
more. I
And
couldn't
his
agree more.
kids. I don't badmouth his
I'm
kids.
so excited for the next president, whoever it is. I just can't wait to support them.
Just support him. I don't vote. I just support whoever wins.
I was on to party on the president so
To the
hard.
point of like almost storming the Capitol for anyone in office.
I saw I like the dudes who like love cops and first responders. I saw a sign the other day that just said C heart PS outside of something. It's like
I heart cops.
I heart cops. People just like love cops, dude.
Yeah, Dad was Blue Lives Matter, like hard as fuck for a little while, and then he just had a little run-in with law enforcement, and immediately it's like, these guys are out to get me. This is a fuck job.
Wait, why, when you go?
I can't stop calling everything a fuck job, dude.
He was getting fucked with for some reason. He had to talk to the cops, and he tried to come out and explain the situation. They're like, "Sir, get in your car." And like that whole squad hates when dudes who are younger than them like kind of big boy them.
Oh, yeah.
and immediately just gets on the horn like, "This is a fuck job. This guy's got it out for me. Why the fuck is he doing this?"
What was he doing?
It was just stuff that happened to him where like the cops got involved in like something on the road.
Oh, you like got in a moving violation?
Not moving, just like an accident.
solicitation.
A solicitation charge?
Him and Dad were down there doing it.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Has Dad ever like brought you out?
Huh?
Has Dad brought you out before?
Brought me out?
Yeah, to like
Like pick up girls.
to
and,
pick
like,
up girls and like
You know he wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
like half and half.
stuff. Yeah, like share a hooker.
get a half and half.
He would never do that, bro. Come on.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I think he waits till you're like 32 and Dad
Yeah,
takes
he'll
you
take
out.
you out. Well, on your 30th birthday, he'll take you out for
You're
a half
almost
and half.
there.
You haven't been to the bunny ranch with Dad yet?
No, dude.
Dude, it's such the chillest experience, dude. You
Yeah.
think
goes
smoking
hard.
Dude, you think smoking Chang or
You're
DMT's
just, like,
tight?
smut on this guy.
Wait till you share a woman with Dad, dude. It's so tight.
That guy's just goofballing right now. There's legit mom and daughter OnlyFans now.
What?
How do you know that?
How
Back
do you
on
know
again?
that?
No,
You're
I
going
saw
back
I saw it on,
hard.
I saw it on Barstool. It just happened on
Your
Barstool.
credit
Chill.
card, dude?
Chill. It just happened on Barstool.
That
Don't
lowers
do
your
this.
credit score.
Don't
Lowers
do
your credit
this.
score.
Does that for real lower your credit?
Wait,
Yes,
there's
dude.
mom and daughter OnlyFans.
Yes.
Where they're like
That's a risky
scissoring and
purchase.
stuff.
Now I don't know if they're fucking, but they're both
They're
there.
not fuck, they scissor.
Whoa, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
imagine that.
Wait,
They
They don't
trip.
scissor. They don't
It's
like
called
fuck
tripping.
you. It's not
that's
incest.
the word I was looking for.
What are you talking about?
Tripping.
It's
Trip.
not
No,
do they
no.
just like talk about sex to each other?
They're naked, I guess. I don't know. All I heard was like, oh, that's a mother-daughter OnlyFans.
Oh, so they're like co-hosting it.
They're in an OnlyFans where they probably both get naked for money, but it's them too.
Next to each other, no contact.
No, I don't think they're tripping.
That's
I don't think
normal.
they're doing any of that.
That's cool.
You're cool
Paying
with
the
that.
bills.
Dude, some guy is just screaming in front of his laptop and is shutting it, being like, what have I fucking done?
Dude, a lot of that shit happens in Appalachia where chicks will just grip up a real humble like $350 a month OnlyFans, where they're like, I'll just put my shit up on OnlyFans and like get some subscribers.
Dude,
It'd be like the bottom of OnlyFans.
Just like maybe 200.
How do you know so much about OnlyFans?
I watch
Do
a
you
lot
have
of
one?
soft wet underbelly. No, I never subscribed. I never paid for any content. I actually, when I had Brazzers, it was Beer Mike McNab 05. I'll never forget.
you had the
Paying
password,
for
yeah.
content is the lowest.
Yeah,
Bro, waking up with like a hangover, realizing you
Punching
chilled
your
with
credit
cam
card
girls.
into a porn website.
All right, that's
you're like,
enough time. That's enough time.
Dude, I've been there. I'm like deeply single, and you're like, dude, I'm
right here.
Yeah,
in your own home. In your own home.
but you're like, I'm gonna cancel this in 30 days. And then
Bro.
like you let that first 30 roll, and you're like, it's actually kind of tough. My friend did it once. He told me.
Oh, dude, I've woken up like with like hot eyes and just like a full fucking hangover with like my laptop open to like cam girls.
like,
there's a
being
level
like,
of-
hopping on.
Jesus Christ.
There's a level of horny where you're getting your wallet out and typing in numbers, and putting in
But like the thing
passwords.
that's fucked up is you're like, you'll think about it like 17 times and be like, nah, I'm not signing up for this fucking shit. Then one day you're just like, cards
This
out.
is happening.
It's like Requiem for a Dream where like everything's slapping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Real
punching the
quick
numbers. And then you're like, whoa, this is what I've been blocked from. And then you slowly start to realize like it's not any different. You're just a
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. No, that's great. Paying for porn is insane. There's a level of it where you can pay to like direct. You can like write a script and be like, do this.
That's
What?
a level, dude.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
like
level of
webcams.
porn.
That's thousands.
Yeah, but you can like
Yeah.
write a porn script to your favorite porn star, and you'll get a couple grand, and you'll be like, do this exactly.
You've woken up bleary eyed with this on your car?
No.
Just a shark eyes.
This is the share zone, dude. We don't. Whatever
dude.
we're saying here stays in here.
Yeah.
No, that was
Before
I read
once.
it, dude. The most fucked up thing someone sent me recently. They're like, "What are your thoughts on Frozen porn?"
What's
that shit's
that?
fucked up, dude.
Like Elsa and Anna.
No, not Elsa and Anna.
What's
like,
frozen porn?
Like women just freeze, and then dudes are like, "Oh, what's up? That's what's up," and they start like fucking a
that
chick
must be a new one.
who's totally catatonic.
Yeah, that must be a new one.
Fuck.
What, they
up.
freeze like in place?
Yeah,
It's like stuck but frozen.
stuck with Frozen.
Like that movie with Adam Sandler.
They're stuck
where
in.
he
They're
has-
stuck in time.
yeah, the movie where Adam Sandler
Click.
has a remote. Click. Yeah.
It's click, dude. Yeah, I
I used to think about that a lot.
it's there. Some guy was like,
I was a Ute.
Non-consensual.
I was a Ute.
"That's what I said." I was
didn't
trying to figure out
understand
like
consent.
it's fucked up when you're watching the lady's just like with her eyes open, and the dude's like,
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
fucking
it's
disgusting.
"It's fucked up,
weird.
dude." Someone sent like, "What are your thoughts on this?" And I was like, "Dude,
You got to look it up.
That's the devil.
you go on to SR immediately, dude."
Yeah.
When you're in like Frozen, like, man, I wish I could freeze this girl right now and
That's
fucking
low
eat her
days
pussy.
behavior for sure.
It's very low day behavior.
Oh, if only this girl had no faculties whatsoever and was frozen in time, and I could touch her.
I mean, isn't that like kind of along the same lines of free use?
What's for use?
Free use is just like, dude, when
Showing his fucking ass.
Yeah,
What?
man. You,
What the fuck? Dude? You are such a What's
What?
for
you're
use?
spiking again, dude.
I'm spiking.
He's just
up
going
like-
through the categories.
Oh yeah,
What's for use?
free use. It's something
Walk
I
us through all
stumbled
the
across
tags.
on my own. I stumbled across free use on my
There's
own.
cameras. You don't have to point at people around here.
What's for use?
It's just free use.
is like
Bro, you're violating me differently right now.
free use is the thing Billy told me about like 4 years ago. Where like it's like a consensual thing where you and your chick, you say like it's mine whenever I want it, and it's just on tap. It's like having a kegerator of pussy in your house.
That's what I thought marriage was when I was like 10 years old. I was like, I can't wait to get married.
I mean, that's what I think marriage is.
No, I was genuinely like, dude, oh, it's so fucking sick when you have a wife. I thought you could just like come in and just be like, and just like completely just have sex whenever.
I've had that.
Kind of can.
Yeah.
It's very nuanced.
True. I thought it was like it was just on. Like my conception of it was like you just I just thought like
Bro,
it was,
you good?
That's what the fuck you, dude. Yeah, I thought it was just on site.
I've been using.
You have been using it. That Changa, man. That
He's
was
sipping on that Changa.
Puff on it.
I don't understand how you say you just like to puff on that casually.
Dude, it's just I don't understand either. I was about to explain it, but I'm like, I don't know.
Just getting hot.
Dude, so I come in here. I'm just recapping for the motherfucking bros at home. But dude, that's
a sick ad read for Changa in general.
true.
Yeah.
We should,
Smoke it.
dude.
I don't think it should be sold.
Well,
Oh,
I don't think
no,
it should
no,
be
no.
sold.
Yeah.
I think
No.
it should be taught. I think
Yeah.
they should. I mean,
Should be handed down.
no, but I think they should take like the way they do like voting blocks and pick one person per block to make it for everyone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That'd
One
be
person
chill.
would volunteer.
Yeah.
Dude, we have to. It has to happen where it's.
You're a
fucking,
Changa head, dude.
I like it.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable.
I respect it, but I wouldn't say That's not.
Yeah,
a
but
thing I
once
would-
you, I'm not gonna cut you off.
Yeah.
Not
no, you
everyone
too
loves
for
it.
sure.
It's your
I'm telling you,
experience.
I respect it, but yeah, the experience for me was like that was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I got blasted into a literal just fucking torture chamber. I got blasted into a torture chamber run by like multi-dimensional aliens
It's terrifying.
for like 3 minutes
terrifying,
who just
dude.
mocked me. They're like, "What are you doing
Dude.
here, you idiot?"
It's
dude, Butterly said the same thing. He said when he smoked DMT, he like got in a car with. I think
He got
said
he
that.
got hijacked. He got
Yeah, but
kidnapped.
he said someone just made fun of him for having a wife and kids for like the entire time. They kicked him out of the car. I think. Don't quote me on that.
No, mine was really just kind of like the same thing happened to me on 5 grams of mushrooms, where it was like, dude, like you think you like this is what you want? This is fucked up stuff. And I was like, this is crazy. And he's like, dude, you're such a pussy about your day-to-day reality. You got to start milking that for all it's worth. And the whole time I'm like, I'll be such a good boy. Just send me back, please. I'll be such a good boy.
Damn, you and Rogan has the same shit.
must
Really?
be a comedian
He said
thing.
they all gave him
Yeah.
the finger, like, dude, stop taking yourself.
Dude, it's a
so
top
seriously.
5 podcast thing.
Is it really?
It must
right.
be. It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be the top. It must be when you reach the
Must
top
be
of the
reach the top
podcast.
podcast.
Dude,
mountain.
it's cold on top of the mountain.
Like, I'm sure it wouldn't happen to like Steve-O's
Dude,
Wild Ride.
well, you know, they say you get to the top of the mountain, you realize there's only lightning up here for you.
that's true.
I believe it was a quote from Nietzsche. That was from Rodney Mullen from the Tony Hawk documentary.
Rodney
Oh,
Mullen
dude,
is
he's
the
so
coolest
fucking
guy
cool.
in the world.
I still haven't worked on becoming a punk.
Yeah,
kinda fell
that
off.
was the most confusing shit ever.
What?
I was fucking like an hour in to doing the mushrooms, and Tom rolled up, and he's just like, "Yo, did you shelf it?" I was like, "No, bro. Like, what are you talking about?"
What?
He's like, he was asking if I shelved the fucking other candy bar under the bed. I was like, "No." And he goes, "Is there?"
He accused you of hiding?
Yeah, he's like, "Is there a punk store here?" I was like, "A what?" It's like, "A punk store, bro. What are you talking about?"
You're getting punk. You got some ink.
Yeah,
I have no, but
You
I
got
need
some ink, bro?
I need gear.
You got ankle ink.
Hold on.
I
What
do.
does this have to do with you hiding mushrooms?
he came up
I
to
came
check
up
on
to
me.
check on him. And he was awake, so I asked him if he hid the other mushroom bar.
So you started fucking with him?
We were just having
Just
a good
little
time.
banter.
And then I was looking for a punk store because I was watching the Tony Hawk documentary, and I decided I was going to go punk while he was on, like just something to do.
That's a nice
Because
move.
I'm turning 40. I was like, I got to do something. So
True.
I was going to go just full 40-year-old punk. But
Nice.
then I lost
Go
steam.
parrot head,
Yeah.
dude.
You should
No
hit Margaritaville.
Dude,
I'm like, I got to go somewhere.
no, you would smash in a parrot head circle.
Yeah.
I would smash
That's a pirate looks at 40 right there, bro.
That's
For
true.
sure, dude.
I might bleach my hair this summer.
Think
Do
about
it,
it.
dude.
Do
Fuck
it.
it.
Yeah, what
I
the
might go
fuck?
parrot. That's a good idea.
Parrot head would be way more your vibe. Punk's not your vibe, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Tony Hawk documentary, while you're watching it, you're pretty much a pro skater.
Yeah, it's the best documentary.
I was
on
like
planet.
watching the thing and like I was like, I think I've done a 900.
I have.
And then after like the shows, I was like, no, I actually never skateboarded. But did you watch it?
Yeah, dude. I
definitely did a what's it called, McTwist.
you didn't do a fucking big twist, dude. You might have been the worst at skating out of everybody.
That's not true.
That's so true.
Who's better, Matt or Bill? You?
I have no idea.
Matt,
I
it went
suck.
Matt
I mean,
freestyle, Matt, Billy.
Vert. You're saying
Me.
Billy's a
You're
better
a vert.
vert.
You're a vert head.
Vert, Billy.
Billy,
downhill
have you been on a
jam?
vert?
was I ever afraid to drop in? Tom knows.
Yo, downhill jam.
That's all you.
yeah,
me.
I'll give Tom that. I'm a soul skater though, so I'm not.
Nah,
gonna
I
sit here
sucked
and
at
put my-
skateboard. I never skateboarded.
I've seen you jump 3 times. I've seen you physically jump 3 times.
Can he dive in a pool
I
yet?
can't dive in a pool. Dude, I didn't grow up with a pool like you guys.
You did, though.
I grew up in the first half of the family. We didn't
There was
have
a pool there.
I was fucking 14 when it came. I was smoking dope. I wasn't
No.
diving.
Dad said there was a pool, like
They
next.
canceled it.
Your next door neighbor had a pool. He said everyone would swim in it, and you would stare outside the window with
Oh,
your big
yeah.
ass.
I was smoking changa.
You weren't.
I could never dive. I still can't do it.
Hey,
You got to break the barrier.
I can't
dude.
swim.
Dude, you can sit here and smoke changa like 10 times. You can't just put your head before your ankles and jump in the water.
physically can't do
you
it.
get like water in your ears and nose and
I'm
shit.
telling you, I get up every intention of diving into the pool and I pencil.
and that's okay, dude.
It's just, there's a part of my body that's like,
Nah, you stapler.
yeah, it's kind of stable. Like I'll kind of be bent,
Yeah.
but my body just won't do it.
That shit gets chicks wet when they see you jump in like that.
How many times I've jumped like that in a pool and hopped out?
Oh, when you jump into water like a kangaroo.
Oh, you jump in the water like sheepishly. I can't swim, dude.
Can you kneel and then go head down?
No.
What?
Dude, I was on a
Why?
swim team in Havertown.
Were you really?
I was on a swim
Were you
team
Caricon?
in Caricong in a Speedo up on the stand. And I would literally jump in the pool and then start swimming. And I would lose races by like 2 pool lengths.
Dude.
That would
When we
jump
were
in.
kids, when we were kids, we all ran track in 5th grade. They stopped the mile because he was 2 laps behind. They had to pull him off.
I was
Going
running
backwards.
I was running track, right?
He was like Mario Kart when you
Yeah.
go the wrong way.
Dude, they just stopped it. They were like, Tom, come on, get
I
off.
was running track one time.
That's fucked.
And the coach pulled me aside and was like, stop fucking around. You don't have to try to make everyone laugh. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, there's no way you run like that. And I was like, dude, that's how I run. And he was like, and he like benched me.
Really?
He was like, there's nobody runs leaning like that. And I was just like,
okay.
and I let it go. I was like, whatever. The guy was just weird. And then like a couple months later, we're in school and I was like making fun of some girl and we were going back and forth. And she was like, at least I don't run like you. And everyone started laughing.
Oh
And I was
my
just like-
god, bro!
And to this day, I still don't know how I ran.
It was funny.
I've never seen you run.
Flopped
though.
around.
I
I,
stopped running.
vaguely remember you running.
I never run, dude.
You ran like
It's
you
almost
love
like a
Zeppelin.
chick. Yeah.
I never have a reason to run.
I hear you, dude.
I'm
You told-
always just so
you told me that a
grounded.
Yeah, you
long
stand
time
and
ago.
face it.
What? I
You
stand and face it,
dude.
You told
Fight
me
or
a long time ago.
I don't have a fight or flight reflex.
No reason.
You're like
running,
Prince
not
Andrew,
scared.
don't sweat.
I'm like Prince Andrew. I don't sweat, dude.
Dude.
And I don't remember much.
The fucked up shit is what Spade told me. Father fucking Dub said to him
What?
Father
about
Dub.
Father Williams
About what?
about being a big boy.
You might not remember this, but when we were,
fucking crazy.
me, you, and Fed were doing a funeral or a wedding. And me and you were the candle,
Oh, you were
all
older
the
serving.
boys.
Okay.
and Fed was bearing the cross.
Okay.
Father Williams came in kind of like half cocked. I was making fun of how small I am because he asked me how tall my mom was. I was adopted, so my mom was 5'9", and he just laughed and he was like, "A boy should be taller than his mother." And I was like 13, dude.
What?
I might have been 5'1".
Bodied him.
Your mom's 5'9"?
My mom was 5'9".
Your mom was like 5'9", 36, 32, 30.
Yeah, she
Long mom, bro.
yeah, she's
What were you saying?
a pretty lady, dude.
She's a very
She's
beautiful woman.
pretty lady.
Breathtaking woman.
You have a beautiful wife as well.
Thank you.
What a fucking pervert.
What? It's not a pervert. It's a compliment. His mom was stacked.
Yeah, you don't start hitting him with measurements like your trick daddy, bro.
Tom doesn't remember because my mom was in a wheelchair for most of his
No, I'm
experience.
talking about. She's a beautiful woman too.
What a
I'm talking
fool.
about- Stop. This has gotten derailed.
You said his mom was stacked?
I didn't say that.
Bro,
You just said his mom was stacked, dude. Clear as day. It's on
I'm
the
talking
tape.
about
different mom. Bro.
different mom.
Yeah, I have multiple moms.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Lucky.
The two moms.
Lucky.
All good.
It's like Billy. Billy has a lot of daddies.
Does Billy have a lot of daddies?
He's on OnlyFans.
Bro.
Dude.
Like,
Dude.
just chill.
Dude.
Obviously, just chill. We could go to blows. It'd be over.
Nah, we're not doing
How
that.
much-
We're not about that.
We're not about, yeah.
We're not about that.
They're going to, dude, we're
We
trying
came
to,
down here to give people the changa.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that shit was,
Almost turned Noah into a South Street dude.
oh, dude. No,
I thought he was orange juice, man. I was
17
like,
minutes out, dude.
Noah went into full fucking like street urchin mode, dude.
I was going to drop him at like 4th and South and be like, have a nice life. You're a glass of orange juice. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, Noah was gone, dude.
I thought he was an urban legend. I was like, fuck.
I did it this time.
Yeah, dude.
That was every teacher I had in high school told me that stupid ass orange juice story.
There supposedly was an orange juice man.
In Delaware?
I think he was in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Was he a normal? I'd love to do a deep dive to find out. Like, was he actually a normal person? Was it just schizophrenic?
No
dude?
one ever saw him. Like, it was just this rumor of someone took acid and they thought they were a glass of orange juice. And if you went near them, they thought you would tip him.
Yeah, I've heard it 100 times.
Yeah.
There was like 5 different variants of the same
But like,
story.
no one ever met the orange juice man.
Yeah, same with Midget Land.
He was like the cookie.
Midget
game.
Land's real.
Midget Land's real.
Yeah, I've been there.
Chill.
Midget Land was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, short stop signs. That
in
was a real
Ridley.
deal.
Yeah. What
And
about the
midgets chase you.
It's in Ridley by
Yo,
Taylor Hospital.
You're fucking with me.
was the cookie
All right,
game
dude.
real?
What?
Was the cookie game real?
What's a cookie game?
You guys used to have, like, people talk about the cookie game.
No.
When we were in school, remember people would be like, kids at St. Francis play the cookie game, and like they all would jerk off in a circle.
Last one to finish eats
Last
a
one to
cookie.
finish eats the cookie.
This shit is foul, dude.
Bro.
I don't think
I
anyone's ever
remember
done
hearing
that.
this. I don't think anyone's ever done it.
I remember like when I was at Temple, dudes from Glen Olden like had no problem having sex with the same chick. Like they would all run train on chicks. I thought it was so bizarre.
Wait, like,
They would both bang a chick at the same time, like devil's threesome.
that's weird.
And they were just like, yeah, it's sick, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just not.
no, that happens. That's like a high school thing. That's like there's just like squads of dudes that'll. A lot of athletes do that.
Not this one, bro.
You're
What?
a good boy, though.
Devil's threesome? No thanks.
You would bet. You would. But you're both there. You're both torqued. You're gonna step aside and be like,
100%.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm not doing this.
Shit's sus, bro.
it's us for sure. But
Getting naked with another dude, regardless, is
What
sus.
about for sports?
Huh?
What about for sports?
I never did.
yeah, you would get naked for sports, but not
Didn't.
to get pussy with a dude
I'd keep my boxers on.
in the shower.
I wouldn't take a shower, bro. I'd go home and take a shower.
That's SDE,
What's that?
small dick energy.
Dude, that's okay.
No, that's chill. That's a
I knew
good move.
Dude, I know a dude who got into a devil's threesome,
Yeah,
right? And this wasn't me by any means.
For sure.
So clarify that. He was like, him and this dude and this chick were all hanging out, and they all started having sex, right? So he was on the box, and the other dude was doing PIM.
Yeah.
And
piece him out.
and he was like doing his thing, pumping away, right? And like she was blowing the other dude. And then she like sat up and was like, switch. And then the dude switched from PIM to PIV. And then the dude I knew went up to PIM. And as soon as the other dude started plowing, she forgot he was in the room and he just stood there with his fucking wang out while this chick was just gone off the dong.
Oh no!
God damn it.
This is why you don't partake in this
He just
kind of
stood there and she like stopped blowing him and everything. It was just gone.
Oh, the dong
off
just
pump.
took it over.
And he said the fucking jackrabbit came out. It was just like, bah, 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 bah.
He was just nailing
And he
it.
was just sitting there like going soft, watching this dude just fucking
He didn't
100%
fap?
invent sex.
That's like a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So I'm not trying to
he
play.
might have been into it though.
Why didn't he fucking like speak up?
Because dude, it was just
That's a
like
squeaky
suddenly
wheel
like
scenario.
two people were reinventing sex in front of him,
Yeah, I'd want to just like.
and he just was there. He wasn't in the room anymore.
Nah, he could have fully reasserted himself.
Maybe. I don't know.
Then you're begging, bro.
I mean, dude,
Just a sad sitch all the way around.
that
honestly.
sucks.
If you look at it that way, I mean,
So the dude turned around.
celebrate their eroticism.
So the dude just that's true too. I would have completely celebrated.
I don't remember how it finished. Maybe he tapped back in. I just remember he told me the story.
Who's your
that
boy
way.
that told you the story? Which guy is he?
What's his name right now?
I'm not gonna say that.
No, I'm saying, is he the Jackrabbit guy? Or
No, he's the dude.
the other guy.
He's the
right?
dude who got kicked out
Yeah.
of. The
I would have went.
three-person
I would have went through her drawer and like found one of her toys and just toyed myself.
Took
I
on a
don't know if she
female
was
role.
hosting.
Oh yeah, true.
She might not have been hosting.
That's why I usually carry toys like that to an event.
Jill was saying toys. That's just the creepiest stuff in the world.
Toys.
The
Toys.
funniest shit is my boy.
Play.
I know this dude. You know this dude.
Yeah.
He claims that someone told him. He's like, dude, my boy was getting a blowjob under the L. And then he reached down in the middle of the blowjob, felt in between the legs, going for a little pussy, felt a dick. And I was like, bro, nobody would tell that story. That was you.
It was definitely that.
It was obviously you, bro.
That's so.
Yeah,
funny.
that's another urban legend. Like, yeah, the dude just like didn't come out for a month, didn't talk to anyone, but
Yeah,
eventually he came around.
A
The
guy.
dude just sat in his room like, fuck, shit.
That's at every strip club too. Like there's a dude there. That chick's a dude. You got to watch out.
Oh yeah.
Well, like a.
My 21st
No,
birthday.
literally
was
never
sick.
heard that.
What?
I
At
never
show,
heard
they
that.
always said there was a dude at show and tell.
I never heard that.
Yeah, they used to claim the old Asian lady was a dude.
Yeah.
No, for a fact, she isn't. No, for
He
a
went
fact.
looking.
Confirmed.
He had
she
an
isn't.
opposite thing. He reached down and was like, fuck.
You wanted mama. You wanted mama sign.
Drats. I went there for my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
How was it? Did you get hard?
Bro, you brought me.
I did. That was
Yeah.
fun. That was a lot of fun.
They get, you know, they like put you up on the stage and fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, and like the chick shoved whipped cream up my nose, and like the whole day, like the next day, my whole fucking face just smelled like rancid milk. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, the whipped cream probably had fentanyl in it.
Yeah. It's pure fat.
Show and tell.
That was
When did
before
fentanyl come around?
That was way before, brother.
Yeah, true.
Is fentanyl like pretty new?
It's been around. I think it just flooded the streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I would say it's probably the 2000s.
Do you understand how it works?
2000s. Fentanyl?
I think
Yeah.
it's a research chem gone wrong.
No, I have no idea.
Why? I'm just saying, like, there's people that like it's like, oh, if you fucking put your fingertip on it, you're dead. And then there's other like black chicks on soft white underbelly, like I have fentanyl lollipops.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
how the fuck's that work?
Well,
So-
it's like they have like measured doses of, you know what I mean? I think people, when they get off the street, they don't know what it is. So if you had like a
but how are you
lollipop-
measuring that little bit of amount if you can reach into someone's pocket and fucking die from it?
I don't think, dude. I
That
don't
might be
know.
urban legend.
That's
Bro,
urban. That's
it's on
urban.
vids.
What?
It's like live leaks of
Touching
cops
it?
reaching in and touching it and dying.
Wait, the skin contact
Skin
on the
contact
finger?
of
Holy
fentanyl,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
I'd have to see the vid.
That's
Yeah.
just what I'm hearing.
I've seen
a lot of
I
shit.
saw a video of a guy landing on the moon one time, dude.
Right on, brother.
The cop reached in, maybe a needle.
I don't
There's
know.
no fentanyl's not strong enough to touch your finger.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
It's insane. You would have to be. That's not possible.
This is what
I'll
I'm.
touch fentanyl.
Noah, can we?
I will
won't.
debunk you.
Isn't
go
all,
down-
isn't all that Hendrix shit
Don't touch
lies?
Oh,
with
we
the
had, like,
acid in the
acid in his
headband?
headband, yeah.
That's all the urban legend too, yeah.
All false.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause you
I
can-
held a sheet of acid one time, not knowing what it was, and nothing happened.
Really?
I was just holding on to it, and
What's real is the dude that pitched the no-hitter.
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What?
very true.
There's a dude that took...
Doc Holiday, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
Doc something.
He
Doc
was on-
Holiday.
For my fightings?
No, he was like a
No.
Met, I think.
Okay.
But he thought he had the day off, so he popped 2 tabs of acid.
Oh fuck!
chilled on the beach,
Then they
dude.
summoned him.
And then they called, like, no, you got a game today. So he went and pitched a no-hitter.
And like,
Dude, it wasn't as you would think it was super pretty. His pitches were nuts, dude.
Obviously, he's on fucking ass.
But it was a
But they
no hitter.
won. It was
Still was a no hitter.
no-hitter is like
go.
really hard to do.
yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
He did it, though.
Sick facts.
Yeah, he's sick fact.
No,
Hey,
the,
fun facts, man.
dude, the
Fun facts.
fentanyl, like you can get the fentanyl patch. You're supposed to wear it on your arm for like all day, and it gives you like slow release. But
Does it get you geezed? Or
well,
like,
what
what's going
happens is the boys would pop them off their arms and nibble them. So you cut a small hole and you suck a little bit of that gel, and it like fucks you up big time.
Jesus Christ!
But it's probably dosed according. That's why you're saying these guys on the streets die from it. But there's no way a cop's touching fentanyl powder and dying.
bro
Where'd you see this video?
on the net.
Mom's Facebook?
Chain email must respond.
Oh, dude. I mean,
It's not true.
I can't believe they
It
do
would be
this!
so
Exclamation
strong.
point.
Yeah.
In order for it to go through your skin and kill you.
Instantaneous.
I'll look it up later on. I don't have my phone on.
Dude, fucking email.
No, what do we got here? Get over here and just.
I love all that Facebook shit where it's like a picture of a dude with like tattoos and piercings. It's like, what would you do if your daughter brought him home? And it's a bunch of boomers like, I'd tell him to get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. Yeah, take Tom's mic. Deliver the fucking. What happened? I want to know this, right? We got to spell this rumor right. We can't be on here sharing misinformation, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
If I'm right, you have to take your shirt off.
We can't be making fentanyl seem more scary. Dude, we can't make fentanyl seem more scary than it is. That's wrong.
Hold on.
Skin exposure is not expected to lead to toxicity due to extremely poor penetration of the skin barrier, and symptoms of intoxication from skin exposure are unlikely.
Damn, bro.
Hey, man. Even Jesus dropped the
Take
cross.
your shirt off, bro. Let me see what you got.
That was
over
a
there.
joke, bro. That was a joke.
Hey, don't take your shirt. I'm not with that.
All right. So maybe you got pricked.
I got two, yeah.
What?
Maybe you got pricked.
Still, stay off Facebook.
Sorry, dog.
dude.
Where's the vid?
Also, yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, dude. Let's
let's
neither of us
moving
do
on.
Fit. Let's just move on.
Nobody does
Right
fet.
on.
Don't do fet.
Don't touch fentanyl. But if you
It's
do,
scary.
you won't die.
Dude, there's like Asians and shit that are getting busted. Like I know people live in apartments like on the on Columbus Boulevard, and they're bringing that shit in all day long in Amazon packages. Like they're constantly having busts from like fentanyl coming over from Asia.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like constantly.
Not to change the subject,
Yeah.
but I know a dude that was trying online dating and went directly to FetLife.
What?
He's not, dude. Remember that? Remember I was telling you
I
that?
saw a friend.
Not fentanyl life. This
Not
was
fentanyl.
No, FetLife.
Fetish
yeah,
life?
Yeah.
Fetish life.
Immediately went to FetLife. He's not into anything.
What?
He thought it was
like
thought it was a dating
trying to
website.
cover all of his bases. But the crazy thing
a boomer, and he's like, "Yo, take a picture of me. It's for a dating website." And I had his password and everything. He's like, "Set this up for me."
dude, but the
FetLife?
nut thing was he set up his FetLife account.
Did he get any action?
No, and one of the first people he saw was someone that we both knew,
Yeah,
who we had no idea was into getting annihilated,
getting beat up and shit.
getting like the shit kicked
Oh, yeah,
out
it
of
was
her.
wild.
Do I know this person?
Nah, it was like a very loose associate. It was
Yeah.
just we knew her from the neighborhood.
Got you,
But
got
he was
you,
like,
got you,
dude,
got you.
isn't this someone?
No, do I know the person who joined as a profile?
Yes, you've met
you
this
know, you
dude.
met him.
Yeah. What was the gear on the picture?
White t-shirt, flannel, buttoned at the top like a cholo.
Fuck.
What was he claiming? What was he
Jeans
claiming his kink
rolled
was?
up. Doc Martens.
What was he claiming his kink was?
No kink.
No kink.
He did. He
it
just
a dating
thought it was
website.
like
He was vanilla.
trying to hit everything.
Yeah.
He's just poking around.
He was
bro.
just like hitting all the sites.
And you guys found someone you knew who just likes to
That was his first one though.
Dude, it was
I thought
like pictures
hilarious.
of bruises and stuff, and was like, look at and like, it was insane.
You saw a girl who likes to get her ass handed to her.
that
Likes
we
to get
know.
the shit kicked out of her.
like when you
What?
say ass hand, you're
Sexually.
talking about like unhinged levels of getting beat up.
Yes.
Yeah, like need bruises and stuff. Yeah.
We're talking
Dude,
consensual, non-consensual.
My one boy did this. He broke up with his
What?
what?
Your boy beat up.
No,
a
no,
chick.
no. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about signing up for dating apps. My one boy did this. He broke up with his girlfriend. He's like, "Fuck this! Like, I want to bang a milf." And he downloaded a thing called Cougar Life.
Yeah.
Like cougarlife.com.
That's like a porn ad.
Yeah, he fucking signed up for it. And he's just like, dude, like what? And he's the same guy who
He signed up for like a porn ad sidebar where it's
Yeah.
like hungry
Oh,
milfs
no.
want to fuck you.
This-
It's adult friend finder, but it's cougar life.
this dude is like, I went the first time I ever went to a strip club. It was with him, and like he came back from the back. He goes, "Dude, that chick said I had the biggest dick she's ever seen." I was like, "Bro, chill." Like they say that to everyone.
God, dude.
So he goes on Cougar Life, and he's like talking about it. He's like, "Dude, there's all these like I don't know what you're talking about. It's not fake. There's all these chicks." I'm like, "Bro, it's fake." And I was like, "How do you know there's chicks?" Like they send me pictures, and I was like, "Oh, you didn't send them pictures, right?" He's like, "I mean, yeah, I sent a picture." Like, why would I? I was like,
dude.
"You're probably sending a dude a picture of you
He's sending
shirtless
collector's
right now."
pics.
Yeah. CougarLife.com.
Did he ever meet up with a cougar?
Fuck no.
No, he was like on one of those sidebars that's
Like meet
try
horny
not to
milfs
come.
in your area,
yeah.
Literally CougarLife.com.
and they were sending him hot cougar pics.
BLM, dude. Bang local milfs.
I saw that.
You saw,
I
the
saw that
sticker?
bumper sticker. Yeah.
Such an alpha sticker.
Today I saw a Pornhub bumper sticker.
Oh,
Yeah.
insane. I feel for
Boy,
like,
the bros are on the sites, dude. We gotta
I
get the
feel
bros on
bad
the
for
sites.
when the like old head boomers that just got onto Facebook, when they discover Pornhub, it's gonna be over.
It's over, dude.
They are, dude.
That's
They-
what I
they
wanted to
have
do.
to know,
I
dude.
want to get
they
like
don't know.
horse
man.
shit.
like your birthday party, right? Your birthday
I'm
party.
talking 75-year-olds.
Your
horse
birthday party coming up.
Yeah.
I want to just hit the fucking drum kick and see if any of them pop up.
See if any heads pop. That's a good test.
dude.
That's
a
actually
real
good.
I
Yeah.
think they're all, like, literally, I have a theory. They're all claiming computer literacy. And when no one's around, dude, they're like, they're on their phones, Pornhub. Like,
it's just like Batman's hideout.
What are you doing over there on Facebag? And then it's like immediately category sort by new.
You think they're like ripping through like
dude.
fast speed? Like,
They're fraud as fuck.
What's that?
They're fraud as fuck, dude. If you hand me a phone, like, there was like jerk mags and all this shit. They were going for it in the fucking 60s and 70s when they were kids.
But with the boomers, the porn, like,
bro, they were stashing.
It's like
mags.
the difference between like
dude,
vinyl.
I'm telling
They
you.
like the tactile.
Yo,
I hear you.
I'm telling you, when like our dads were older, only a fraction of them were porn hounds.
Yeah, good
Like
point.
you had,
I tried to say this, and I got shut down on that.
No, Matt, Tom's right. We've talked about this many times.
you had like the op of getting porno in your hand as a married man with children was like top level fucking.
You had to do weird shit.
You had to
Yeah.
first risk pulling off 76 into risque video, which you're going to get hit by another car.
Which is now smoking.
Then you had
vapes.
to go, you had to physically exist in a porn store for about 10 minutes.
You had to hang out with a pedophile, basically.
Yeah, you had to exist in a porn store, get out of the porn store, and nobody could see you. And then you had to get a box somewhere in your house.
That's why when they went, they would get 50 fucking mags.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, they might
would-
have kept
would
him in the
load
mechanic
up.
shop, but still, it was like you might have caught a fap like once a month.
Yeah,
but the
good point.
op wasn't there. It wasn't like your wife's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a shower," and you're like, "I'm gonna look at the hardest fucking porn on the planet."
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
the like, and then what's even nuttier than that was like, if you were a regular dude, you could go get like Playboy and Penthouse, but if you wanted to get like something a little more like specific,
Yeah.
I found a Velvet in the woods. It was very hardcore.
you had to send away for that stuff.
Oh,
like
no.
you would have to like get a manila envelope sent to your house.
And
Like it
monitor
just
the
wasn't
mail.
there.
Yeah, it's hard to accept.
Yeah, true.
This shit happened to me. I did a clean out for Hoss with Matt, and there was a box of fucking porn.
Single dudes looked at more porn than anyone. Like back then, if you had like your own apartment,
Oh, yeah.
it was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
cut
why
that shit open and put it under the box spring, and Mom found it. And these were the rugged ones with like
Tranny
all
ads.
tranny ads on the back and shit. And I was like, "What are you looking at?" I was like, "It's not mine."
Dude.
well, like I'm saying,
My
like,
dad was like, they weren't mine either.
Oh, fuck.
like your dad definitely wasn't sneaking around the house with those.
My
things.
dad had no porn. I scoured the house for a minute.
I dude,
True
I
that.
searched.
True that. Yeah.
I searched
High and
every
low.
uncle's house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna out myself, but if I babysat for you, I flipped your fucking room. 'Cause I was like, some of you fuckers have porn.
Yeah.
None of them had it.
Not of mad porn. Yeah, it was
Everyone
like
was clean.
CP was also
One, I
wildly on
caught
the board.
one. I won't say who it was.
Yeah, you won't.
one had porn.
One had everything.
What? I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try to see if he says any names.
Yeah,
No one.
I know
Everyone
who
was
it is.
clean across the board.
Yeah,
Even friends of found like anyone. I dug.
you're like a dope head.
Yeah, instead
I was
of
a
pills, it was just looking for porn.
I was like, check the top hutch, check this, check that.
It was kind of disturbing when you go to someone's friend, like your friend's house, and their dad had porn, and you'd be like,
Dude, I could sit down and write a list of all the dads that had porn in our school.
Right now.
Yes. It was etched in my head. I'm not going to out them,
Yeah, obviously.
but it would be like,
it was like the 5 families of New York. There was like 5
dude,
families that
I
had
remember
porn
kids would
statues.
come into school, and they'd be like, dude, I found my dad's porno tape. And I'd be like, yo, bring it in.
Oh yeah,
And they would bring it in, then I'd be like, this is mine now.
that was like excavating Goblet dude.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
like-
wait, there's been a discovery.
Like nerd kids would be like, dude, I stole this VHS off my dad. And I would take it and be like, what's your dad going to do? Tell your mom it's mine now.
Oh,
Damn, dude.
You were a porn bully.
I was a porn bully.
Fuck.
Dude, it was gold.
I was
True.
I handed that shit out. I found the One Night in Paris bonus features, brought that in, gave it to my boys. Like, told you it was sick. Brought it back.
That's certified Mayonnaise.
Slid it back on the portable DVD player. Boink, right back in.
Dude,
Yeah,
your
there
jerk
is-
setup was so fun. You had the most futuristic jerk setup out of any kid.
It was
Portable DVD player, dude.
portable DVD player, hamper upside down right at the toilet.
Those things should be made
And
out
there
of
was
like
just there was
space age material.
there was a basketball highlight, LeBron James rookie year NBA highlights that I put in it. That's the thing that
That
was
was your
just sit on
cover?
top. Yeah.
Damn,
Dude, you could run the experiment to see how hard they're going on porn. Just get dad's phone and hit. He definitely doesn't know how to do incognito mode. So if you
I
were to
would
go-
want to know, dude.
No, that's Bill's theory is that they know how to do all this
They know how to
shit.
do all that shit?
I think they're frauding on some computer literacy.
They're on like DuckDuckGo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, they were.
I would never in a million years search that.
I wouldn't either.
What?
Like dad's phone.
Find dad's fucking.
I would not
Kink.
like.
What do
What
you
if you
wanna
open
say?
up? It's like.
It would just be like boobs. It would be like boobs.
What if it was like?
A guy who's had 6 kids, bro. He's fucking beyond boobs, man. I was
I don't
looking that
know.
shit up in second grade, bakesex.com. It's the first website I ever typed in.
But I'm telling you, since they didn't grow up with it, it's not in their wheelhouse. So if I like dropped the mag in front of him, he'd be like, "Oh shit!" But if it was like hop on your phone, he'd be like, "Nah, dude."
Dude, I remember being like 13 and going for the mag that I had under my bed and it not being there, and that was literally like the scariest.
Like
that was
Smeagol.
the scariest moment I think of my life at that point. I had to go downstairs and my dad was sitting at the kitchen table with it.
Oh,
I would run.
My dad wasn't even supposed to be home from work. My mom called him. Mom found it while I was at school, and I came home and went upstairs. Didn't notice my dad. Walked right upstairs. I was like hitting that. Dude, I used to charge out of the bus to go hit this bag. Dude, I used to edge on the bus with girls.
Chill, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm talking about putting my
This is
face
a
in
share
titties,
room.
dude.
It's a share. I'm
There's
sorry.
four.
I had my face in some
We're
mouths,
four
dude.
porn addicts in recovery. Share it,
dude,
Yeah.
dude, he came off that bus like a hammerhead shark, dude.
Dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, I was edging the whole ride home. I remember she would be like finger me, and I would just put my hand on it, feel the heat on the mound, and then I'd barrel off the fucking bus to try to hit this mag, dude. I got home, went right upstairs, mag's not there. Fuck. Come downstairs. Most
And
trouble
in
of
the
all time.
blur, you
Oh,
didn't
hey,
realize
Dad.
your dad was at the table with the mag.
I came downstairs. It
You
was like
probably ran right
it was
past
like
him.
tripping, dude. I ran right past him. I came down and he was just like sitting there with it, and I was like shaking, dude.
Thank you for the share.
I would die. Thanks for that share.
Hey man, no problem. That's why I'm here.
What if your dad fapped to it? While he
That's what I was thinking.
No chance, dude. It
Like,
was
he was
open
like-
to the back ads.
He was like, "Baby, I'm gonna take a look and make sure he's not looking at me."
Also, another embarrassing side note: thing was glued shut on most of the fucking gear.
Oh no, it was a Kit Kat bar.
Oh, it was terrifying. Dude.
Damn.
Oh,
I had this thing for years.
I dread these days that I'm gonna have to explain.
Yeah, it's coming up,
I
bro.
just think the shit's funny as fuck.
it's all phone though. It's gonna be all phone.
Yeah, but I
You
have
should
to.
porn bully your son.
No, I just want to
True.
hit him ahead of time and be like, "Dude, here's what this is."
Be like, this is mine now.
Nice.
Or
iPad,
just be
Max.
like, dude,
You're taking the fall.
or just do a total Big Brother setup. Like, dude, I got your room cammed out. If you start fapping,
Jesus Christ, dude.
it's on
Or
you.
I might just let it rip, and then once he's like 11, just start going hard on the iPad.
What do you mean?
Yo, that's
Start
mad,
every
bro.
night, just fucking crushing it on the iPad.
Dana's like, what is he
And my wife's
looking
like,
at?
I'll be like, what the fuck is he looking at?
Max, just your fall guy.
My phone guy.
Dude, I took
I'll
a
let him
fall.
take it.
I took a fall for some hardcore stuff, bro.
When?
One of my buddies died.
Oh,
Oh,
And-
dude, this is the worst story.
One of my buddies died, and there was a computer that was just like Japanese chicks puking, fucking wild shit, like hardcore.
And you took the hit.
There was a video, there was an MPEG. This was back old times where there was just like little 15-second, 30-second videos. Remember that?
Yeah.
There was just early MPEGs.
Nah, yeah.
And it was this thing called Chloe where this chick was just getting this, fisted, both hands. So like this kid had the most hardcore shit, dies. I roll up to the funeral.
Fap to death?
Nah. it's a terrible story.
I have
But
no respect for life.
Sorry, dude. It's a comedy podcast.
I took the heat. I took the heat on his computer. They were like, "Oh yeah, Andrew put all that shit on."
you protected his legacy?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking
Sucked it
admirable,
up.
dude.
Had to
Yeah.
shake the parents' hands, look him in the eye,
That's admirable.
and they thought he was out there looking at Chloe.
Yeah, I'm just Gollum.
They thought you were looking at Goatsy.
That's
Man, that's
nice.
fucking
That's a
so
solid
admirable.
service.
Yeah.
You probably got a lot of points for that.
Another share. What else you
Yeah,
guys
it's
got?
good share, dude.
That's probably why you didn't get mocked in the DMT realm.
Yeah, that's
dude.
probably why you got celebrated.
I'm telling you, man, I have such a different experience than you, man. I show up and they're like, "Holy shit, bro, he's here. Let's fucking fix him."
Yeah, not me,
Like,
dude.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. It was exactly what I needed.
yeah, you always get what you need.
I got exactly what I needed.
Because I've had it all. I've had like the good, the bad, the in between.
Dude, I'll tell you what's not fun is when you don't smoke enough DMT and you lay in the fucking nether
Yeah,
realm.
right, the nether realm.
That shit fucking
It's
sucked.
not fun. That's the worst thing
That's
you can
the
do.
problem with Tom had with Michael Pollan's book.
What?
He wrote that as like his experience.
Michael Pollan, that whole book pissed me off.
You don't
You don't
like
like
that,
the
man?
book piss you off?
It pissed me off because like he was like, oh, I did all the like he like went and like nibbled on all these psychedelics
Yeah.
and then tried to be like, oh, here's what like it's like, dude, if you want to write a book about like what it's like to take acid, do it 10 times in the course of 2 years.
Yeah.
Don't go do it once. Take a lower dose than you should have.
What do you take? Like 200
He
mics?
took like 100 mics probably.
I think he took 200.
Doubt it. Noah, how many? Nah, I think he took like a hit and a half or something.
You and Noah might have a spirit bond right now.
We might, dude. We're definitely.
I know it just chiefed it.
No, this summer, dude, you got to come to the compound.
Yeah, come out, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he
But no,
fearlessly
and then
went into that.
he did all these things, and it could have been a really cool book, but he like just dabbled with them,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh, I don't know about them. Like I was like right back to like my old way, but now I meditate better." It's like, dude, you took mushrooms like twice.
Yeah. He did.
And then he trashed Timothy Leary. If I ever saw him, I'd fight him.
It's on site.
Talk about Timothy
Tom
Leary.
loves
He did.
Leary, dude.
Love Timothy Leary.
He does rule.
He trashes him.
That's fucked up. A lot of
And
those
like,
guys trash Leary.
They trash Leary because
Why is everybody telling me he's a CIA asset?
that's not true at all.
You got broken out of jail by the Weather Underground.
Yeah. Why? I'm not even gonna have.
It's just what I heard. Literally,
What?
don't get triggered, bro.
I'm not triggered. I'm talking about Michael Pollan and how I'm gonna fuck him up.
You would kick Michael Pollan's ass.
I would
for
do.
sure.
I have
for
no
sure,
problem.
dude.
I would
love
dive
to
into a
throw
pool
these
if I saw his
jokers
ass
right
just to
to you.
stop. What's
You would
that?
dive in to get him.
I would
I
dive
like
in
to
and get
throw
him.
these jokers around.
Shout out Florida, man.
But like I read his book.
You would set an what is it, amphibious assault on him. You'd jump into the water from the land.
I would learn to dive instantly, just so I didn't have to do my thing.
Just look like a Navy SEAL.
But no, his whole book.
If you kangaroo penciled on him, dude, that would fuck him up.
I'd probably fuck
If
him
you
up.
M Bison him, just like M Bison like jumps on people with his 2 feet.
Matt knows the rarest fighters, dude.
because he always was the beat dude.
Yeah.
Like we'd play Street Fighter, Matt would be like, Vegas, my
Matt's,
dude.
it's
Vegas.
fucked up
Oh,
though.
good one.
It's fucked up because he's Scorpion every time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude.
Nah, dude, I
Exactly.
fuck with Kang, Scorpion. I fuck
They're
with
all the top
Sub-Zero.
dudes.
They're my same
all the
guys.
top
They're my
dudes.
same
I
guys.
go with the good guys.
Yeah,
you guys are like, oh, Nighthawk.
I thought Nighthawk was
Your
cool. I
white
thought Quan
guilt.
Chi was cool.
Your white guilt leads you to Nighthawk.
Sorry, no.
I fuck with Johnny Cage.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't fuck with
You
Hollywood
don't fuck with
Cage.
Johnny Cage.
I fuck with Johnny
Get
Cage.
the fuck out of here,
I used
dude.
to fuck with the girls just to see it. I used to play. What's the fucking one game on the beach? It's like it's like one of the Tekkens.
Yeah, Tekken or
Tekken
something.
Where
was
the
too
girls
hard.
are in like boy shorts.
I fuck with
Yeah.
Blanca.
Blanca?
Yeah,
I
Blanca.
fuck with E Honda.
Sonya.
Chun Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li's nasty.
Dude, there's nothing more troubling than Tom's period of life where
I fuck with Balrog.
you fuck with the game Manhunt and you're
Dude, that was
sus
like
for
2 weeks of my life.
No,
that. He
dude.
set up surround sound in our room and there
You
was
gotta watch it. He's an elephant, dude.
He's a fucking.
Yeah.
He does.
there's a
he's
twin
trapped,
bed,
dude.
bro. There's a twin bed, TV, twin bed. Tom sets up surround sound. First thing we do is listen to Smashing Pumpkins. It was sick, obviously. And then Tom gets it. We got a PS2 in there. I was ripping San Andreas at the time. Tom
This
got
was
it.
pre San Andreas, dude.
I was playing San Andreas.
No, you're
dude.
playing Vice City probably.
No, San Andreas afterwards.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't remember this. I would go to sleep. Tom would be, there was a recliner right in front of it, and he would play a game called fucking Manhunt, bro. It was made
What
by
is-
Rockstar Games.
What is Manhunt?
It's a fucking snuff film.
It's fucked up,
It was
dude.
fucked up.
It's a game that's just a snuff film, and you go around killing people, and at the end you're fighting like some dude who's wearing a pig skin.
Yeah, you just go like
And
rip
he would
people's
just
heads
hate-
off.
Dude,
You'd play it
I
in
never
pitch
played a game in my
darkness.
life. You turned me on to some game, and I got hooked on the rhythm of the game.
What happened when you moved back in? Was that financial, or did you hit like an existential roadblock?
It was a mixture of like being a drunk. It wasn't so much financial because I was working at the
Yeah,
beer
you were
distributor.
killing it.
I was making money. I just was like such a drunk
Yeah,
that like,
Yeah, you had that Grinch belly.
yeah, I just was a drunk.
I got
Yeah.
leveled.
Like I
because
wasn't
of it.
thinking.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like, what am I going to do next? It was just like, oh, my apartment's up. And then like,
Going
I
home.
somehow got a dog at some point.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. I
What,
can't-
Juicy?
I had Juicy.
Yeah.
And then I just like, I was just a slump. I was just like,
Did you ever black out at the parents' house during that time?
constantly.
Dude, one time we went
We
to
would
Duffers.
walk to the bar up the street
Yeah.
and get so drunk
Yeah.
and then like piss on the, like it was like, I was still like college living in their house for like a month.
Dude, Tom pissed the hallway when he was like 27.
Yeah. I was like 28.
Yeah, I do remember coming in one time. And
share.
you were in the
Yeah,
living
good
room.
share,
It's a
good
share.
share, good
The
share.
best ever was, dude, the day before Easter, we went out and got fucking hammered. And then we were in the bathroom brushing our teeth and we had promethazine. And I was like, it was in there and I picked it up like fucking with it. And
Oh, is that the rapper stuff?
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it's
syrup.
purple syrup. And Tom was like, drink that. And I put my tongue on it and didn't let it go down my throat and acted like I
you
pulled
did
up like a two or like put up a foe. I was like, Tom, drink. And he drank like 4 ounces of
I drank like
promethazine
half the bottle.
Well,
while
dude,
drunk, dude, and was in Easter Mass slumped.
I was
dude.
in Easter Mass like Kenzoing out.
like full chopped and screwed from the night before. From the night before, was in there just fully chopped and screwed.
I was like
People are
pretending. I
probably
was doing a show. I
still
was
worried
pretending.
about you.
What's that?
people are probably still worried
Definitely.
about
I was
you.
doing a show. I was like
Yeah.
pretending to look in my bag.
Oh god.
Dude, we gotta do ads. We gotta do ads.
All right.
Sorry to break this up, dude.
Great
Guys,
chairs
Fat
all
Life.
around.
Yeah.
Guys, let me-
Riveting conversation.
guys, you guys love nicotine, right? You guys absolutely love nicotine. I mean, there's great
I like to
flavors. Let me tell you something about. You guys like the vape? You guys got to get on Lucy. Lucy has lozenges and all kinds of stuff. Check out the full line of products at lucy.co and use the promo code DRENCHED at checkout. That's lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code DRENCHED. And if you're a listener from Canada, Lucy is now available at ca.lucy.co. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Also, while we're at it, dudes, you got Bill, you look at a ton of fucked up porn, right? Have you ever wondered why internet access is so much cheaper these days? It's because internet service providers aren't just making money off subscription fees. They're also making money from spying on your internet activity, Bill,
No.
and selling your history to data to big tech companies.
There's 4 pointing back at you, bro.
So what's the best way to make sure 100% of your data is encrypted and that your ISP can't get a hold of?
Don't be a
You
pervert.
can't get hold of it? Your internet
go to
service
church.
provider? You guessed it, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN creates a secure tunnel between all your devices and the internet so that everything you do online is encrypted. It reroutes your connection through a secure server. All your ISP, internet service provider, can see is that you're connected to an ExpressVPN server. That's it. ExpressVPN works on all your devices, tablets, smart TVs, even your router, so your entire family can stay protected. That's what's up, dude.
That is what's up.
Dude, how hard does your porn habit have to be that you have to get a VPN?
VPN?
Dude,
It's either that or your capital storming.
guys, I can't stress this.
That whole ad, I was like, I might need this.
Guys, I can't stress this enough.
Stormfront.org.
ExpressVPN is so simple to use. You just open up the app, tap one button to connect, and that's it. Protect your online activity today with a VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/drench, so you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/drench. All right. So that's it. Also, dude, I just got to do this. This isn't a real ad. It's just a freeze pipe, dude. These guys, Gardini, can you fucking slay this freeze pipe real quick?
It's already loaded.
Guard dog.
It's already
Guard
loaded,
dog.
man.
Guard dog.
Freeze Pipe sent us a free bong, and they had an ad read, but I'm just going to, dude, it's on the house, Freeze Pipe. You don't got to pay for this. This is a phenomenal bong, I have to say.
Dude, this is legitimately like Shane's the parents and they're away right now.
Oh, for sure. This is, we smoked DMT before. Yeah, this is the glycerin coil right there. The smoke's flying through it, dude. It keeps it so
Damn,
icy.
that was a hit.
There you go.
Is it smooth guard dog?
Yo,
If you cough, it makes it stronger.
Freeze Pipe, freezepipe.com, dude. Freeze Pipe is a superior bong.
Bill,
All
hold
right.
your breath.
Hold
Hold
your
my
breath,
breath?
dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
how long?
fucking pass the drug test.
Yeah.
I can hold my breath for fucking 2 minutes.
Can
I had
you?
to clash it.
Yeah,
I had to clear it.
that's
No big deal.
That's
All right. Sorry. I hate doing, you know I hate doing that.
You got
but-
it. Yeah, reads, you know.
I hear you.
It's
Gotta
part
do
of
it.
it, you know, like I'm not promoting my shit, hempycampers.com. I thought I was like, man, I'll come down.
Hempycampers.com,
I'm not gonna
hempycampers.com,
come down and promote
hempycampers.com.
my like quasi-legal weed.
Dude,
leagues,
I
right?
ate one of those gummies recently. The one thing that sucks bad is when you're super tired and you eat a weed edible anyway.
Yeah.
For me, it does. Dude, I just get so confused.
Yeah, you get like grouchy and like
Oh,
weird.
dude,
I
I-
do that a lot if I like smoke weed. It's like the end of the night and I go take the trash out and then I'll be like, I should smoke a joint while I'm out here.
Dude,
And then I'll come back in and I'm like weird and grouchy and have to go to bed.
I gobbled a couple of those.
Cobain.
Yeah, I'm just
I gobbled a couple of those gummies recently, and I was so fucking tired and like straight, like it was just insane, dude.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
why
was
stick
like,
to the Changa. I mean, not to say that you shouldn't go to hempycampers.com, but I also not here to promote my shit.
Yeah, for
I'm just
sure.
here for my brother.
For
to
sure.
give him
really cool
drugs.
t-shirts too.
Really cool t-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude.
a lot of faithful customers like to thank them.
Dude, if I could, I'd eat it.
what?
pause.
Walked right into that.
Literally, how's
dude.
eating a pause? A pussy.
Dude, I'm just fucking.
You can eat ass. You can eat a dude's ass.
Tom got me exposed at dinner one time because we were talking shit at the dinner table and Tom was saying, eat me, all this shit. And I was just like, I just figured it was like some good slam. And like, I think Tom or someone said something at dinner. I was like, eat me. And everyone's like, what?
When was this?
I was in Chichester basketball clinic because
Bucky Gillis?
I really exposed myself there because I told a dude to eat me in front of a chick. I was like, yeah, eat me. And this chick, the dude just like, do you know what that means? I was like, yeah. I was like, what's it mean? I was like, fucking eat me, dude. I don't know.
I feel like dudes
Destroyed me
said
in
that
front of
back
a
in the
chick.
night. Dudes
Yeah,
would be
eat me was
eat me.
like a
Yeah.
Tom got me, but then they were like, dude, it means a pussy. I was like, fuck.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I was told when I
In
was like,
Chichester basketball, maybe.
Yeah, Chichester basketball. There was definitely The coach was eating me all the way.
Wasn't that your boy? Who was that dude?
Bucky Gill.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
He was like squirting. He would like go in and like squirt the.
Bro, chill.
It's fucked up. He was squirting. He was coaching a high school girls basketball team.
Yeah.
Running a very, his basketball camp was
Type
good.
program.
I separate the basketball camp from the
you
coach.
gotta separate the coach from
pedophile. But dude, he would like
As
go in
you
the shower and just squirt them with VO5 and like, hurry up, ladies, and like
What's
he would
VO5?
shampoo. Dude, he never knew the struggle, dude.
They weren't there.
Never knew the struggle. Where was you, dude? Where was you, dude? We had the VO5.
Alberto VO5.
All you've known is Pantene Pro V.
Billy doesn't use shampoo.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what VO5 is?
I use all natural shampoos.
Do you?
Yeah.
Dude, you put me on to not using shampoo. I haven't washed my hair in like 2 months.
No, it's good for you. It's good for the oils in your hair, obviously.
Wait, you
I'm
don't
not
wash
fishing.
your hair?
Once a week, maybe.
Billy put me on to not wash my hair.
Yeah, you cannot do it. I did it for a while, and after like 2 months, it was like, all right, I should I need to wash my hair at least once a month.
That's
I
wild.
just do it once a week. Yeah.
Billy put me on some hair tips.
All right, yeah.
I'm nerdy.
Yo, me and Bill are both hitting the belly buttons. Man.
Yeah, so we're going. I'm going sitting bull. I got another piece of turquoise coming.
Billy's
Shit's
going
getting
to handlebar braids.
real. Yeah, damn. I'll never cut my hair again.
You
Dude.
shouldn't.
Till like fucking next year when I'm like, all right, fuck this.
Ardini, where are we at right now?
57 minutes.
Sweet. Let's wrap this up in an hour. We'll round out the hour and slide into the page.
You mind if I drain the main?
Drain the main, actually.
I really gotta.
Yeah, we'll just go to the page.
Oh my god.
We'll just go to our real page family, dude.